Hey, what's going on, chat? Hey, what's up, Deox? What's up, Charizard? What's up, Sunny? What's up, Kicking? What's up, Cat Chow? What's up, Sean? Yeah, I'm gonna first finish the final. I didn't watch the finals of Portland yet, so we're gonna do that first. Yeah, we're gonna do the finals of Portland first, and then we're gonna go ahead and get into Champions League. Watch some of that new format action. What's up, Charge? Ox? What's up, Lock? All right, I think we just get into it. I don't think I really got anything else to say, to be honest. Hope you're all having a good Friday so far. Um, Switch over. All right, cool. So we could start by taking a look at the lists for both players. Arctina of Landon. Nothing super special here that I would be a big difference maker in the matchup that I can think of. Like, there's nothing else that could have been in here to make the matchup theoretically better for Landon. I think this is pretty much as good as it gets, to be honest. Even doesn't have stuff like Charon's care, because Charon's care is not great in this matchup. So yeah, I don't think there's anything you could have else had in here to make the matchup better, to be honest. This is about as good as it gets. And then the Lugia deck of Reagan. One thing that some people don't play is Pumpkaboo sometimes. We see Reagan has the Pumpkaboo here. You're going up against a quad path deck. The Pumpkaboo is going to be pretty good. Also has the single strike Urshifu, which is also pretty good against Arctina, because usually you can rely on Tina to KO most things. You actually can't want to KO Lugia V-Star. You actually can't want to KO Lugia V-Star with a V-Guard energy with the Arctina deck, unless you have a choice belt on the Tina. So you need the choice belt on the Tina to get the 1 KO. I guess that would be one thing. Some people play double choice belt. Some people play choice belt cleansing gloves. The cleansing gloves is good because it 1 KOs Guardy EX, KOs Mew EX still. So those are the main two things that have the 310 HP to deal with. But there's also Lugia with a V-Guard energy. So that's something that possibly Reagan could play for, as Lugia V-Guard at some point in the game to get force it to a KO, or you can get two V-Guards plus 2 gifts or triple gifts plus a V-Guard on a Lugia, and then you can 1 KO Tina V's and Arceus V's, and then that can't be 1-hit KO'd back by the Tina. And then also for the Urshifu, there's no way for the Urshifu to get 1-hit KO'd. So that's the main attacker you probably want to see set up here. As Reagan, probably. Also with the Urshifu, you can use the first attack to KO an Arceus without discarding your energy. And if another Arceus comes up, you just do the same thing. But if a Tina comes up after that, then you can 1-hit KO Tina with the second attack. So the Urshifu seems super strong in this matchup. The Urshifu seems really, really good. But we'll see how it plays out. And of course, the main win condition, I would say, from Landon is going to be Judge plus Path. Just, you don't have to win. You don't have to win with that Judge plus Path. You don't have to completely lock out the Lugia player. But I feel most of the time, if you're gonna win as Arctina against Lugia, especially with the Urshifu, you do need to get ahead that way. You need Path Judge to buy you a turn, maybe 2 turns, where the Lugia player doesn't pull off the Summoning Star through because you Judge Path them. So I'd be not necessary, but I think it'd definitely be a good start. Yeah, if you get the turn 2 double chops, you're in trouble for sure. Yeah. But it does depend on how you draw your attackers from there. There's still some hope. Game 1, nothing really relevant prize on either side, to be honest. Yeah, there's nothing super relevant prize on either side. Still 3 path in the deck. There's a 1 path prize, but you don't need. It's not like you need 4 path. You do potentially want a path later in the game as the game continues, because then you want to be able to stop the potential of Luminion later in the game. But early game, it's just put path in play. They whiff the Summoning Star. Once they bump path, hit Summoning Star, it becomes a lot less relevant to have chaining path after path after path after path. I guess you could shut down Serena, but it's not that big of a deal. And we do have Landon going first here. There's the Urshifu down already. Energy. And research, getting rid of a chops, a gift, a judge, and I can't tell what that last card is, to be honest. And Reagan does have to use a stadium here as well to find a Lugia potentially. But it is Tails. Is that no Lug off the rip? That's not good. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Might want to bench. Yeah, I like the T-Tar bench to play around a potential escape rope, because we could see Landon go like escape rope switch, punch the Ursh. There is Mezagoza heads for Landon, so this is already a pretty bad start here for Reagan. Mezagoza heads has an Ultra Ball in hand as well, and the boss. So Landon's hand is like really good, and you definitely don't need a judge this turn. You don't really even want to judge Reagan, to be honest. I would probably just go bench Tina. I don't like the Starbirth here. What is the other card in hand? It's a Raihan and a Judge, right? I think as Landon... Let's see. Judge, Raihan, Boss. As Landon here, I don't think you need to Starbirth. I think you could just Ultra Ball away the Raihan and the Judge, get the B-Barrel, Boss the Urshifu, bench the Tina, draw 5 off B-Barrel, and then maybe Starbirth. But the longer you can hold Starbirth onto Starbirth, the better. You don't even need like a path this turn as Landon. You just could do path. But yeah, I don't think there's like the Judge is like okay to maybe save. No, the Judge is like I don't think you need to save the Judge at all here as Landon. The Raihan is okay because Raihan is still like good to get extra energy in play to be able to make your Tinas more useful as the game continues. So the Raihan is like the only thing I think I would consider trying to keep here. The Raihan, like, maybe. Definitely don't need that Judge. You don't need a Judge. You don't want to judge Reagan this turn. Reagan didn't have a V in hand, a Lugia V in hand. Judging would only increase Reagan's odds of seeing a Lugia V going into their next turn. So as Landon here, I like just, yeah, I don't know why we don't just Ultra Ball the Raihan, Ultra Ball the Judge, get the B-Barrel, boss up the Ursh. I think putting the pressure on the Ursh makes sense. If you KO the active, then Reagan can push the T-Tar attached to the Urshifu again. I mean, it gets to the point where like the Urshifu's not gonna be that big of a threat. But I like Boss Punch Urshifu here. That seems good to me. Boss Punch it. Get a little bit more value to Arceus. KO the Serena here is also fine though, so I don't even know if you need to boss. And in that case, you could Ultra Ball away the Judge and the Boss and save the Raihan, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not sure if you actually need to boss here, but I do like the idea of boss pressuring the Urshifu. Also, KOing the Serena opens up a bench space for Reagan, which means Reagan next turn could go put down 2 Lugia Vs, and then it kind of like takes away the option from Landon to like, I don't know, just hit something but not KO it, and then kind of bench lock Reagan at only 1 Archeops. So that would be something. We'll see how Landon fully plays it out from here. But yeah, I don't like the Starbirth being used immediately because you could draw 5 with B-Barrel and then V-Star afterwards, or even better, you might just not V-Star at all. I would definitely want to see this Mezagoza replaced, and it looks like Landon is going for that. And it looks like Landon's going to do the exact same play that I was thinking about, but it's just Starbirthing first. So this is just like a pretty big sequence error here from Landon. Yeah, this is just like a massive sequence error here from Landon. This is like huge. This could be huge. Like this could be game ending right here. Like if you don't have to Starbirth for the turn, that's so much better than Starbirthing for the turn. Yes, it's like Landon just didn't take the extra second to think through the turn and then realize, oh wait, I always B-barreling here. So this is like a pretty bad sequence here from Landon, to be honest. Gets the 5, another boss. The V-Guard is... How big is the V-Guard in this matchup? I didn't really think about that. It doesn't stop Urshifu from getting a KO. It makes it hard for T-Tar to get 1 KOs, so that's pretty good. It could stop Lugia from Gus chasing V Pokemon as well. So the V-Guards are pretty good in this matchup, I would say, yeah. Another Nest Ball. Probably want to go for another Tina here, especially if the other V-Stars in the deck. Just setting up double Tina seems pretty good. I like the idea of it anyways. We'll see what Landon prioritizes. You could also go for the Squavette or the Bidoof, and I don't think either of those would be bad either. Goes for the Squavette. Maybe would have liked to have seen Trek and Choose first, to be honest. Trek and Choose first, try and get a basic. Because I don't know, the double Tina here does not seem... Yeah, double Tina here does not seem bad. I don't like... I've seen Landon do this multiple times, though. I don't like how Landon checks the energy on the first Trinity charge or Starbirth instead of on the initial search. I don't like how Landon doesn't check it. I guess if you're not playing a card that like conflicts with your energy, it doesn't matter too much, I guess. But I would like to see Landon like check the... It's like a nitpicky thing, but I would see Landon like check the energy on the first search of the turn, not later. Third energy needs to come down right here. I think this third energy should definitely go to the Tina. So that way you have the potential as Landon to boss KO Lugia V next turn. Because the Arceus can't KO the Lugia V. Oh, I kind of skipped ahead there. But the Tina can. But if the Tina doesn't have the third energy here, you could still do it. But you'd have to like retreat the Arceus, attach to the Tina, and it'd have to be a double. But if you attached here already, you could like attach a V-Guard and then discard the V-Guard plus the Psychic, keep the Tina still with 3 energy. So I like the 3 energy just being thrown on the Tina there, I think. This feels a little weird from Landon, because I guess it like theoretically plays around if it gets bossed, but the opponent could still just boss, like Reagan could just boss the B-Barrel, and it's like the same thing. So yeah, just putting 3 energy on the Tina seems so much better there. I guess maybe Landon is trying to keep the energy slot open for the V-Guard energy on the Tina, which I don't hate. Yeah, I don't hate that, I guess. There's the Lugia finally from Reagan. Unfortunate turn slow there. Has a Burnett in hand. I wouldn't hate to see the Burnett get played here just to ditch double chops. I was thinking about retreating the Urshifu as well. Just goes for the research. Yeah, I don't hate the idea of just Burnett here, because you play the research this turn. I guess you do kind of want to get another Lugia V in play. The threat of the Tina knocking him out is like relevant for sure. Yeah, you probably want to get a second Lugia V in play here as Reagan. The attach active, I'm not sure if I like either, because just conserving this Urshifu really matter that much at this point. I guess you could heal it enough with Serena while it's on the bench that you could get it back up to functioning status. But are you not running to Serena this turn? Because having a 3-prizer kind of hanging out on your bench, a potential 3-prizer, I guess you could use it to close out the game. I don't know. I almost feel like you could just give this up and maybe attach it to the T-Tar. Or what was the other energy? There was like another energy in hand there, I think. Yeah, there was a single strike energy. You could have put like the single strike energy on the T-Tar instead and maybe just like leave the Urshifu out to dry. I don't hate that. If you run to the Serena, then going to a 3-prizer, you'd have to go to the 3-prizer as like your last prize for turn. I guess maybe that's what Reagan could be thinking here. Like you run to Serena this turn. Yeah, so then the Urshifu becomes an option. I guess it's still like an option to KO the Arceus with as not a V-Star, but just as the V. You have the option to KO the Arceus still. So I guess maybe that makes enough sense to do it like that. And then the rest of the hand here for Reagan sucks. So Reagan's hoping to get judged. Like I said, I didn't hate... The reason you want to research there is to get another Lugia in play. You could have just Burnetted, though, and discarded 2 more Archeops out of the deck and just set yourself up best for that. Because I think one of the things you have to be afraid here from Reagan is just getting judged. So researching here doesn't put another Archeops in your discard pile, guaranteed. Burnett would. You might not get judged then, but you have to research next turn to try and find Stadium plus V-Star or Stadium plus Punkaboo. But then you are hanging with only 1 Lugia V in play. So if Landon has the boss KO, you kind of just like... Then you probably just lose, to be honest. It's like pretty... That's a lot to deal with. But Landon would burn a lot of energy to get there. Like, maybe has to hard retreat the Archeops. Arceus has to attach return to the Tina because this energy wasn't put on the Tina. So I wouldn't hate it to have seen Reagan just play the Burnett there, discard double Archeops. Retreat the Urshifu, I guess. Yeah, retreat the Urshifu still to the Serena, and then go from there. Energy off the Trekking Shoes from Landon. Probably want to keep that. Goes with the V-Guard to the Tina, making it harder to KO by the T-Tar. And like I said, boss KO on the Lugia is pretty good here for Landon. But I don't think Landon's going to have it. That's actually like another reason, like to go even further. Like Landon didn't need to path Reagan this turn at all, to be honest. Like the more I'm thinking about that previous sequence from Landon with not just going B-Barrel first for 5, it was really bad, to be honest. Like, because if you had just drawn to double turbo there, bench Tina, attach double turbo attack, you didn't really have to path Reagan this turn. Just boss punch the bear, keep V-Star, keep Starbirth around, and then this turn, I mean, Starbirth for like the pieces to get Tina, switch card, double turbo. If we had put the 3rd energy here, double turbo boss, that would have been like game, right? So yeah, but now we're still in a favorable position as Landon, but definitely not maximizing the potential of the draw there for sure as Landon. Has another boss in hand, I think. Has a boss in hand, but might just open up with Squavette here. I don't know. You could commit the boss first here, but it's a little bit more awkward for how Landon's energy is put into play. Going down the boss route here is a little bit awkward. KOing the active here isn't bad either. Burnett manual attached to Urshifu to set it up for attack. Leaving it active was good enough. I mean, I wouldn't have left the Urshifu in the active, I don't think. I would have retreated the Urshifu to the Serena still, but I think playing the Burnett was maybe... I don't know. Like the question is just like, how bad does Reagan feel like they need to get 2 Lugia V in play versus guaranteeing the Archeops in the discard pile? Because Judge is such a high count in Landon's deck. Getting Judge next turn is pretty likely if you play the research. You're going to have like a 6-card hand, maybe 7. And I think Reagan did have a 7-card hand there at the end of that research. Like, that's just being put back into your deck. You're not guaranteed to get another Archeops in your discard pile. if you research, but if you burn out, you are guaranteed that second Archeops in the research in the discard pile. So then if you get judged, you need that much less to work with off the judge. So I think it was a mistake from Reagan to not just go that route. And I think the chance that Landon has the Giratina and Gusky on your lone Lugia is not high enough to warrant not just guaranteeing the Archeops. Yeah, and now a pretty bad draw here for Reagan. Double Luminion, but there's the path in play, so it has no access to any supporters, and this is like, yeah, this is looking pretty bad already. This one's looking like it's going to be over pretty soon. Another Tina fully loaded here for Landon, so it's got the back-to-back heavy swings from the Tinas. Now Landon is just looking for double turbo energy to make these attacks with the Tinas more efficient. Hot take, any Arc deck is brain dead. Well, it's obviously not true, unless you're claiming to be less skilled than brain dead, because I ain't ever seen you in a top 8 Deox with a Arc deck, so nice try, but no one buys it. All right, boss on the B-Barrel from Reagan. And pass. All right, so does Landon have a switch card? Escape Rope. Not looking good for Reagan still. And we're just going to see a Tina get pushed here. Yeah, Reagan decides to just pick it up. And we go to game 2. That's fine. Yeah, rough initial start there from Reagan. No Lugia down turn 1. Got bad from this. Peep these prize cards. Nothing super relevant, I don't think. The Bidoof being prize, I think, is like maybe the worst of these prize cards, because like setting up double B-Barrel is like a super... In these kind of matchups, like setting up double B-Barrel is pretty straightforward, pretty nice. You're not really too concerned with the prize trade getting away from you. You're not really too concerned with the prize trade getting away from you by putting 2 Bidoof in play in this matchup. So like double B-Barrel setup in this matchup, or these kind of matchups, is pretty cool, because you don't really care about giving a bunch of 1 prize trades in play, unlike up against like a Lost Box deck. And then on Reagan's side, I mean, there's the penny in the prize cards. Does that really matter too much? I don't think so. The Yveltal is probably not a huge factor in this matchup. The Urn would probably be the biggest prize card here for Reagan. It's in the first 2, so it's kind of like whatever. Ultra Ball and just like capturing normal being prized in general is not great, because those things find Pokemon, and the Lugia deck's biggest concern is finding Pokemon. Switch card is also like slightly relevant for Landon for like a turn 2 play, but it's because it is the escape rope, and Landon plays what, 1 escape rope, 1 switch, so that could be like a impact on Landon's turn 2 play. Man, they really, these cameras, these cameras here, the prize cams, are like really oversaturated. I need to fix that for the next regional. Turn it down just a little bit. Okay, so we got Reagan going first, like I said. Hand here from Reagan. Actually looks okay. Yeah, looks pretty good. If this is a heads here, Reagan actually has double tails. Okay. Reagan has solo chops into the discard pile. Now you could grab the Urshifu here from Reagan, which I think is what we'd probably see, is the Ursh grab. Or no, I think it has to. So this is like a really awkward. So this is super awkward into this matchup specifically. So Reagan doesn't have a draw supporter in hand, but got a Tails on Capture Aroma. So you could get Luminion, and Luminion would equal draw supporter. But then if Landon plays a Judge, your draw supporter goes back to the deck, you have a Luminion hanging out in play, and that kind of sucks. So you could not play the Luminion, but then you get Path to the Peaked. And then if you get Path, you can't play the Luminion, you can't get the draw supporter. But I think Judge is such like a not great draw supporter on the first turn from Landon that I think you just risk it here as Reagan and you go get the research off the Luminion. Or it looks like Reagan actually might be fully prepping for Judge Path, or the potential of Path, not as much about for the Judge, and is actually just going to grab the Pumpkaboo here. This is okay. The problem with this is you don't get the second Archeops here from Reagan. We should see the Nest Ball coming out. This will probably grab the Urshifu, and because neither of the pieces were prized, so there's the Urshifu grab. This is like okay from Reagan, but now you don't have double chops. Now when you go Luminion for research next turn, to get the second Archeops in the discard pile, you have to hit an Ultra Ball, which is like not likely to happen. I don't think I like this from Reagan. I don't think I like grabbing the Pumpkaboo. It's just kind of awkward in general, but you kind of have to play into what you think your opponent's going to have. And the thing is, so I think the Pumpkaboo should probably be a Archeops, and Reagan should just play the Luminion and hold a research. It does get heavily punished by Judge, but I mean, it would have been just nice if Reagan had just hit a hedge on the Capturing Aroma there. That would have been like super sick, but no such luck. Because you could have Ultra Ball away double chops, and you would have been like much more comfortable with that kind of hand. The problem with this play is like it's gonna be really hard to get a second Archeops in the discard pile. You literally have to draw into specifically either top deck Archeops or draw into an Ultra Ball plus an Archeops off a potential draw supporter from the Luminion. But if you use Luminion for research now and the Pumpkaboo is an Archeops, you just have to hope your opponent doesn't have Judge. And Landon doesn't play Luminion. They do play for Judge. Them having an opening hand is like not super unlikely. The other thing to go alongside that though is Landon opened Tina, which is already not great. And then if Landon's draw supporter for turn is Judge, that's also not that good for Landon. So unless Landon's hand is really good into Judge, even though Judge would hurt you as Reagan, it also hurts your opponent quite a bit to want to play that over like potentially a research, or even if that's just how their hand draws and that's what they play, the chance that they have like a super sick setup while playing Judge for turn as their draw supporter and then having a super sick follow-up isn't super high. So that's like the kind of the two plays here for Reagan to choose from. I kind of like the idea of Archeops plus Luminion, using Luminion, but we do see Landon's hand is actually pretty sick. It's like double nest ball. That's actually like a pretty good hand. And has the Judge, so this gets pretty unfortunate for Reagan pretty quickly, it looks like. We'll see how the draws go. We'll see if Landon finds path. Yeah, those are like the two things you have to pick between there as Reagan. I don't know. Like, it's tough for sure. But the thing is, like, Landon playing Judge on their turn as their draw supporter for turn, like, isn't that great for them. So I kind of like the idea of going for the more aggressive route from Reagan. I guess you could call it the more aggressive route. I don't like saying that. There's one correct line of play here, and it's either what Reagan did or probably what I suggested. But yeah, Landon has a really good start here. Now, if there's a path grabbed here for Landon, it gets that much better. The one thing that gets awkward, though, if Landon does path here, is then all of a sudden Landon can't use Starbirth next turn and already needs a switch card to get into the Arceus next turn, has a switch card prize. So that would get, like, even if Reagan can't bump the path immediately on the next turn, it would be hard for Landon to have like a ridiculously powerful turn on the following turn, unless Reagan does bump the path. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't mind like playing into the Judge like too much. It almost feels like. And the draw there from Reagan is not spectacular. But I couldn't really see the hand from Landon. I don't even think... Well, no, actually, Reagan could... Sheesh, man. Oh, it's Burnett. Okay, it's not that bad then, actually. Hold up. I didn't think it was... I thought that was... I don't know what I thought that supporter was. I did not think it was Burnett. I was like, I don't think we can attack this turn. But we got double chops. You can now load up 4... I thought it was a boss. I thought it was a boss. It looked like a boss to me. Yeah, I thought it was a boss. All right, double chops. Now you can put 4 non-double turbo energy on your Lugia, and you can actually hit for 220. That's right, Lugia can still hit for 220 damage to KO 220 HP Pokemon. It doesn't happen as much anymore because that's like you don't play that many energy that don't reduce your damage as colorless energy. But we're getting in here from Reagan, the KO on the Tina V, and I don't know what's in the rest of the hand here for Reagan, but Reagan's actually in a pretty good spot in this one, actually. This one's actually looking pretty good because Landon has to basically respond with Arceus. And then Reagan could respond right back with Urshifu knockout into Urshifu KO. So actually, Reagan can just go 1, 2, 3 here, to be honest. I almost want to see Reagan bench the Tyranitar just to get out of the deck. Yeah, I almost want to see Reagan bench the Tyranitar because you get Judge next turn. Where do you want that T-Tar to be? I think you want it on the bench. I don't think you want it back in the deck. So I don't love that from Reagan to not bench the T-Tar there. You have the bench space to work with where I think it's like fine to put it down right now. And there's the Ultra Ball off the prize card from Reagan. So we'll get the Urshifu next turn. There's the Arceus V-Star for the double turb. Oh, you could actually go boss here. That's actually cool. You can go boss here from Landon to remove an Archeops. And that'll limit the energy to the Urshifu on the next turn. Is that the play here? Maybe would it... I don't know what the play here. That seems decent though. Landon grabs double turbo plus I believe it was a B-Barrel. I don't know what the last card in the hand is. It might be a boss. Yeah, it is a boss. What are we bossing? Was it the Ursh or the Archeops? Goes for the Archeops boss. But actually, Reagan's hand is perfect for this situation, to be honest. Reagan has the energy and the Ultra Ball. So Reagan, with just 1 Archeops, actually can KO the Arceus here. And it might work out that the T-Tar, that Reagan didn't bench the T-Tar here, because it's good Ultra Ball fodder, it looks like. So yeah, and I think Reagan should just win with 2 more. I think this game is literally over. I think the game's literally about to end. But yeah, holding the T-Tar actually might work out here for Reagan because it is good Ultra Ball fodder. Still could make it work if the T-Tar was on the bench. Would have to give up an Urn plus the top deck, but the Urshifu is not prized as well. So this game should just... I just don't see how this game doesn't end on the next turn. Because once again, Landon can't 1-hit KO. There wasn't a single strike energy prize, right? But you could Ultra Ball away the single strike energy here just in case. Ultra Ball away the single strike energy. Earn it back. You don't really need the boss. You could also Ultra Ball away the boss here, actually. For some reason in my head, I was thinking you wanted the boss. These are those situations where like you maybe just want to Ultra Ball to be safe. I'm not quite sure what Reagan is thinking about. I guess the one thought here would be, what if Landon goes boss KO on your Archeops again, and you can't get another energy for your Urshifu? You'd still be in a pretty good spot, but that'd be a little bit annoying, I guess. I think that's what Reagan's thinking about here. Is like, well, okay, what if they boss KO my Archeops again? Then I only have 3 energy on my Urshifu, and I can't want to KO the Tina. But that means the Tina KO'd your Archeops. Landon has 4 prize cards left. You have a Lugia and an Urshifu set up, and you just either you get an energy off the prize cards to the top deck, or you just punch the Tina twice and you still win. So keeping boss or energy is about the same thing here for that reason. That's the only thing I can think that Reagan is heavily debating. Still thinking through it about what they want to do. Reagan did check the prize card, so they know that all of their single strike energy is in the deck. That's why it's important to check your prize cards, because now Reagan can do this first, give it some extra thought. Make sure you're doing your actions, thinking through your plays. So Reagan's getting the energy off the Archeops while thinking about what to Ultra Ball away still here. Should I keep the boss? Should I keep the energy? The T-Tar looks like it's always biting the dust. Oh, wait, you can always just give rid of the urn. Actually, always the urn is best. I think Reagan was second-guessing whether or not they prize the single strike energy, and they needed to put one of those in the discard pile to earn it back to actually accelerate it back to the Urshifu. But then Reagan was like, no, I checked my prize cards. I counted all my single strike energy. They're all in the deck. I'm going to go get them. And then just went and got them. Or maybe Reagan confirmed on that as well, because actually you don't need triple single strike energy here to get the knockout. So Reagan was like, okay, if there is one prize and I did mess up, then I can just go get a non-single strike energy. And then you definitely keep the single strike energy in the hand from there. Yeah, it doesn't really matter either way. Like, no matter how this ends here, like, Reagan's always in amp with the wind. Those are the only things I can think about that would be making that such a tough decision for Reagan. But yeah, I just don't know how you win here as Landon. I think the game is basically over. Like, you have to hope Reagan doesn't have... You have to boss KO the Chops here as Landon. It has to be a boss KO on the Archeops, and hope Reagan doesn't have an energy in hand. So I don't like that Ultra Ball away. Ultra Ball away the energy there from Landon doesn't make a whole ton of sense, I don't think. There's a concede. So there was still a route there for Landon. You could have boss KO'd Archeops. I'd give you a shot. It's not like a good chance. I don't know if Reagan just like showed him the energy or something or not, but... There's basically nothing that Landon can do, because if you judge there, Reagan Archeops. If you don't judge there, then Reagan has energy in hand. Man, this matchup actually goes really fast when the Lugia player sets up the Urshifu. That's actually kind of crazy. Okay, prize cards going into game 3. Double judge prize for Landon. So the raw judges are going to be a little bit less frequent. Double Lugia V prize for Reagan. That only matters if you like don't draw into Lugia Vs early off like research or something. Archeops being prized is not great. It's kind of whatever. Like, you prize one of those like a decent amount of games anyways. And then Urshifu VMAX, actually, that's a bad prize card there from Reagan. So Reagan's going to have to draw some prize cards initially without access to Urshifu, and then hopefully get into Urshifu later. But that could expose the Urshifu V being just an Urshifu V for long enough that Landon's able to KO it before it can get to the VMAX. So that's like a pretty big deal that the Urshifu VMAX is actually prized. That's the biggest prize card here probably in general. Double judge being prized is not great for Landon, though. You want to be disruptive. And Landon will be going first in this one. I can choose has energy. That's a path. I think I like the path keep here. I think you're fine. You're not getting donked or anything like that. You do want a path judge next turn. Whoa. Is that an Arceus V star? That better be an Arceus V star, or this Ultra Ball makes no sense. I'm assuming that's an Arceus V star. We see the Bidoof being lined up. I like it. And then, yeah, I hope that's a... Did discard the switch here, though, from Landon. It shouldn't be a big deal. Like, I don't think Reagan's turn 1 is going to be Boss Bidoof, but it could be. Could be Boss Bidoof. But you definitely want to establish the Bidoof this turn. I don't hate... Yeah, it is an Arceus V-Star. I thought it was a Tina, so I got a little bit scared there for... Landon. I thought it was a Tina. Hand for Reagan. Judge, Mezagoza, Gift. Single strike energy. Single strike energy active seems chill. Mezagoza and then plays Judge. All right, here we go. Yeah, not bossing on the Bidoof. This is the only thing I think about why you wouldn't want to bench Bidoof immediately, but if your other switch cards in the deck, you're probably chilling. So Reagan, it needs at least a Lugia V here. If they don't draw it off the Judge, they have the Mezagoza. But it's going to be hard for Reagan, like... It's going to be hard for Reagan to actually... Like, it's hard to go from Judge turn 1 as Reagan without even a Lugia V in play into double Archeops turn 2. The Burnett play is, like, the most likely one I can think of that would happen. Like, but the chance that you draw, like... Oh, there's a Burnett. Oh, we definitely need a Mezagoza heads here. It's a tails. That actually, the hand for Reagan was not bad on a Mezagoza heads. But now... It's rough. I feel like you have to hold the Burnett here. This feels like the only play possible here for Reagan. The Mezagoza heads there Reagan was actually in a fine spot if they got the heads on Mezagoza. I think Reagan was actually in a good spot. But no such luck. So we're going with the Lugia V off the Ultra Ball. Landon can't KO it or anything like that, but we do know Reagan's hand kind of sucks. Reagan has a 1-card hand. So as Landon here, you definitely don't want to judge. You have no idea what it is, of course. Even if it's a research, you're like, okay, I'm fine with that. Just get the path in play as Landon here. You just need to get the path in play. And we do see the path in hand here for Landon. So we could see the Starbirth. There's another Arceus. Okay. Starbirth here. Getting energy and a... Did Landon use Mezagoza yet? Oh, it's a mistake there from Landon. Should have used Mezagoza first. I do like the V-Guard grab here, though. If you get heads on Mezagoza, you can get the B-Barrel. And then you probably use B-Barrel before Starbirth. So another missequence here from Landon on that. I don't think Landon used the Mezagoza yet. The problem is Pat, though. Even if he gets heads, I guess he could... Yeah, you could Ultra Ball for Pumpkin, yeah. And then you put a Gift Energy on the T-Tar. Then if the T-Tar gets KO'd, then you draw off Gifts and you're good to go. Like, not a big deal at all. Did we see a Mezagoza flip for Landon yet? I don't think so. What's for the boss on the Lugia, actually? Path and then draw. Did Landon use Mezagoza? I was zoned out there for a second. Goes for the boss on the Lugia. I think that's fine. I don't know, pressuring the Lugia, I guess, is good because that's like one of the targets for V-Guard enemy. So setting up the 2 KO on the Lugia is probably correct here. And then the energy check. Yeah, I guess if you're not like concerned about your energy until you use this, it's fine to check your energy afterwards. Has all 4 or all 8 in the deck. Does the split again? Once again, I don't like this. I don't think I'm a fan of this split here. I think I want to see the Tina ready to go. I mean, it's like basically ready to go, but it's not 100% ready to go. And depending on how you draw, and that's it. Reagan concedes. I didn't know it ended like that. But yeah, I don't think Reagan was winning. If Reagan had like another Lugia V in play or in hand, Reagan could have gone like Burnett, get rid of the Archeops, bench Lugia V, hope for the best. I didn't know this finals was so fast. I didn't watch it. I didn't hear anything about it, but that was rather quick. That's for sure. That was definitely quick. Mezagoza flip was the game. Yeah, basically. If Reagan had gotten heads on Mezagoza there, actually, I feel like Reagan was in a good spot, but that's a no. Congrats to Judge Path Squabat for the regional dub. Pretty good combo. That's all you need. Judge Path Squabat. You don't even need to play any other attackers. What's Squabat's attack? Is it good enough? It's probably good enough, right? That'll be my guess. Alright, we're going over to... Champions League. If I had Landon's deck, would I change anything? I don't know. I haven't played it. And I haven't played Arctina like at all this format. But it seems pretty fine. I bet you could find like cards that are better than... I think you could maybe find cards that are better than the Trek and Choose, but I don't know what they would be. Maybe just capturing aromas over the Trek and Choose, to be honest. Another switch card wouldn't be bad either. It's nice to preserve your energy on your Arceus or your Pokemon in general instead of hard treating them to preserve energy and play for the Tina swings. But you don't need to attack too many times to actually like win games with the deck. So you don't need to attack too many. You do too many big attacks to win games. So you might not need the third switch card, but I don't know. But yeah, I haven't played it. I do plan on playing some with it. Tomorrow probably I'll get back to playing games on PTCG Live. I don't know how's PTCG Live been looking / feeling. I still think Radiant Guardy isn't bad in it. Well, it's definitely not bad. Yeah, I mean it just depends if the damage actually matters consistently or not. Yeah, it depends. I mean the Guardy would be nice to stop early. No, it doesn't stop early Dragonite KOs. Actually, I take it back. The Guardy wouldn't be bad though. Apparently there's a bug with Guardy. What's the bug with Guardy? Remember that update on PTC Live? Well, it made the game worse. Did things only get worse? Is that actually true? Is that actually how things are going? Man, the game, I can't wait, bro. I'm gonna roast. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna roast the crap out of PTCG Live when it releases. When it fully releases on June, was it June 5th, June 8th? They can't use the beta excuse anymore. Guardian Embrace bricks the game all the time. June 8th. There's no way the game is like actually reasonably functioning by June 8th. There's no shot. Unless they got some big ass update just kind of stored that they've been working on that they're gonna release on June 8th, maybe. Yeah, they won't have the beta excuse anymore. People can't hide behind the beta excuse soon. It's all done then, bro. But I mean, maybe they do. Maybe they got some big update they've been working on in the back that they haven't fully put onto the live servers yet. RVX can't accelerate Psych Energy Utilization V for some reason. Perfect. Love to see it. The thing with all of this though, it's like I don't know, like the only one of the only like excuses you could have for so many bugs and weird stuff. The only excuse you could have is that maybe Pokemon TCG compared to other TCGs is just harder to make work based on its mechanics. But like PTCGO did it just fine for PTCGO did it reasonably for a very long time. I'm not gonna say just fine. Definitely PTCGO had its problems. I don't want to glorify PTCGO too much in the roasting of PTCG Live. Couldn't attach my energies to my Drifloon. Oh yeah, I actually had a bug this morning where I used Battle VIP Pass and I couldn't pick Comfy. Yeah, I had a bug this morning where I used Battle VIP Pass. I could pick everything but Comfy, and then I played Nest Ball and was able to pick Comfy. So I guess it was like okay, but that's like that's not an excuse. It's not like, oh, but you could just get it with the Nest Ball afterwards. It's like, yeah, you can't make that your reasoning why it's fine. We'll see. Come June 8th, maybe they will have a huge update, man. It'd be cool. They care about the animations to the game functioning normally, and like well, I mean, they didn't do anything with the animations. They just like sped everything up. They don't really care about the animations at all, to be honest. Yeah, they didn't do anything with the animations at all. Everything is just like sped up, but like nothing actually looks smooth or clean. Besides like the new prize card animation. Well, the new prize card, like the way it's animated when you click on it, but like the animation, how it goes into your hands and like the flashing screen and the noise is like still super annoying and unnecessary. Apparently, you can't attach a Pokemon that were KO'd last turn and recovered from the discard pile. The animations better not. That's what I'm saying. The animations are definitely not something they care about that much because they're not great. I wonder if they're also just being like, I wonder if like the devs are being pushed to release the game at this point. Like maybe the devs are like, nah, we need more time. But it's like, bruh, like the higher ups or whatever, who's ever up top is just like, all right, we can't. It's like been a year and a half. Has it been a year and a half? It has been a year and a half, right? It's been a year and a half, right? So it's like, bro, we can't wait any longer. We gotta cook, man. We gotta let them cook. We gotta cook. Cooking has to happen. No more not cooking. I could see that being like part of it. Is like they're just like, well, we gotta do it. Gotta do the thing. This thing has timestamps, but I don't speak Japanese, so I have no idea what they say. Did they fix the metal guy going to the active sound yet? Where it's like, is it still on? Like, is it on even if you have it turned off? Did they fix like when Genesect comes? Basically just Genesect? No, they haven't fixed it. Dude, that's so frustrating. That's so frustrating. Bro, I'll give them to June 8th, bro. They have till June 8th. That's it. I'm gonna post a long tweet about how embarrassing PTCG Live is again. I mean, it'll just be like me talking on repeat, to be honest. Such a fucking embarrassment, bro. It's so ridiculous. They have till June 8th, though. They could fix it all by June 8th. I don't think they will. Wait longer? Nah. I'm just gonna like say fuck PTCG Live or something. It's just so frustrating, man. It's just so frustrating. Listen, if the Pokemon TCG was like a small indie card game, it'd be one thing. But this is literally the biggest, one of the biggest. It is like one of the big three card games in the world. Like, and the biggest brand in the world, Pokemon. It's a bigger brand than Yu-Gi-Oh or Magic. Not as big of tournaments, obviously, but it doesn't matter. You can ignore the whole competitive scene of the Pokemon TCG, and it's still a Pokemon product, and it just doesn't function. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can ignore everything competitive about the Pokemon TCG, and be like, it's still a Pokemon branded game, or it's supposed to be. And then, oh, hold up, give me 1 second, and we'll get into this first round. I'm hoping that we see some like Qian Pao and Ting Lu stuff, but I'm not that hopeful from what I saw from the end results, but hopefully. Oh, wait, hold up. I need to change my. I need to move my camera real fast. I've become one of the players in the game. Yo, we got the Reggies round 1. All right, I'm already kind of hyped. One thing that's not been functioning very well of late as a whole, as shown by the 2 of the last mainline releases. True. Quantity over quality for like the video games as well. True. Been playing more Marvel Snap than Poke lately. It's just a lot more fun online. It makes sense. How can Zelda just come out and is bigger and more amazing than with no flaws, but they literally have less money? Well, isn't Zelda Nintendo? Aren't they literally the exact same thing? Did I already discuss the new leaks? No, I didn't take a look at the new leaks yet. I might just do a YouTube video on them. I don't know if I'm gonna look at them on. Well, I guess we should look at them on stream, but then I'll probably maybe do a YouTube. There's not that much to look at though, right? New leaks. We got some new leaks. Those are a couple things we can take a look at here. That was also in development for like 5 years. Yeah, but so was. Hasn't PTCG Live been in development for like 4 or 5 years as well? And there's so much less. Like PTCG Live has to be. I don't know how to code. I feel like PTCG Live has to be easier to make than what's it called, Zelda. But I mean, obviously you have a team who's been working on Zelda for years, working on the new Zelda, and they are like a video game company that makes video games. And PTCG Live is a bunch of developers who we don't know if they've made video games before or card games in the past, making a card game client. So I think Leaf on VOX will come back. I have no clue. It's not something I think about. All right, let's see if this is some real Reggie action or not. Here in this first round. I hope so. I hope this is... No, it's just lightning energy, bro. Fake Reggie. They just play the Lecky. So it's probably just a Miraidon Flaffy deck versus Lugia. Okay. Let's see what kind of Lugia build it is. It'd be cool if it's like the Charizard colorless build. Yeah, it'd be cool if it's the Charizard colorless build. And not just... Man, that thing is shiny up front. That's super shiny. Those Umbreon sleeves are kind of sick. Now, yeah, there's the Lucky we saw earlier, but unfortunately, it's not Reggie's Lucky. It's just a Lucky. Unlucky. Ampharos, though? Okay, Magnezone. All right, we're kind of cooking. We're kind of cooking. Oh my gosh, the whole zone line is prized. I mean, it doesn't really matter for this matchup, I assume. I mean, they might play like a 2-2. I bet it's like the 2-1 thing, but I mean, it could be a 2-2. Ampharos in the prize cards as well. That kind of sucks. Not the boy. A lucky start. All right, we can skip ahead a little bit here until they start playing. Here we go. Looks like the lucky player is going first. I would assume this is a Miraidon deck of some kind, but it doesn't look like they're going to be attacking turn 2 here with a draw attach pass. Drapion, okay. Oh, so this is the colorless build. If they're playing Drapion, I don't think if you're playing the T-Tar build, single strike build. Snorlax, yeah, it's a colorless build. Tool Jammy, Jet Energy, a little prize check-in. They're eyeing up on the Lugia V. I guess you still have to go with second Lugia V here. Research. I can't tell what that card is. What is that yellow card in the hand? Is it an Ultra Ball? No, it's not. Their Ultra Ball art's different. Oh, it's an energy. What is that? What energy is that one? What is that one again? I forget what that one does. The new yellow-looking energy. Therapy energy? Yeah, that's what it is. Therapy energy. Wait, you're not asleep or something? So your lax wakes back up. Double turbo active. Research? That's a lot of energy to bite the dust. Do we see any chops? I see a Burnett. No chops. Oh, throws at the path. All right, slow down the Miraidon. I don't hate that. There was a chops. All right, let's see if this Miraidon player can get cooking here. Let's do it. Actually, I don't know if it's Miraidon, to be honest. It could just be like a Flaffy box. They're thinking... What was I going to say? Isn't it just research every time? They do play a 2-2 Magnezone. Magnezone and Flaffy biting the dust. Ooh, they got them sheeps, though. Dude, did they just draw nothing? No! Wait, is this game just going to be over, like, right now? Dude, they got cooked! Dude, they got triple generator, bro! They need one Pokemon and they're cooking. What do they even think? There's nothing to... No, what are you doing? No! Why would you replace the path? You just gave him Summoning Star. That's so... That's... I don't... There's like, you know what? I'm cooked anyways, bro. You can have it. Now, the Lugia player does have a Collapse Stadium in hand, but... The Lugia player does have a Collapse Stadium in hand. All right, double chops in the discard pile. There's an Ultra Ball. Iono. And the Collapse. They did show him the Collapse. So show him, even though you'd have it. So, there we go. V-Star. Chops coming out. They didn't need to get the double chops off the Burnett, but it's like not a big deal or anything. And the energy. Dude, come on, bro. That hand was almost gas. If they had drawn him a Miraidon there, actually, they would have been like... if they had drawn him a Miraidon specifically, they just drew triple generator Miraidon, that would have been insane. Like, just replace one of those lighting energies in the hand for a Miraidon. That would have been sick, actually. We could have actually had like a real game there. They were close. I mean, they were just like a Miraidon. They were literally just a Miraidon short. And they would have been cooking. All right, well, that was a fast round one. That was a fast round one. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Is this round 2? Hold on. Oh, there we go. Tinglu. I'm in. Wait, this is weird. This is on the whatever, we're rocking it. They don't have the... Hold on, let me figure this out. Are we getting cheesed with some celeb matches? You always gotta be careful of the celeb matches. I don't know, I'm down for some Tinglu action though. Alright, we got the Tinglu versus the Lugia. This does not seem good for... This matchup does not seem good for Tinglu. How do you ever beat Lugia? So they hit him with the Squawkabill. Yeah, what is your... What is your win con? Ooh, dude, Battle VIP Pass plus Quackabill is actually insane. Do I still call him a Rhydon mid? Yes. Mid Rhydon? That's what we should be calling it, mid Rhydon. Yo, Squawkabill with Battle... Dude, that's stupid. I hate this format. No, the only thing I hate about Pokemon right now is a VIP Pass, actually. That's like my least favorite card in the game right now is Battle VIP Pass. Once that rotates, I think we're going to be... That's like another card we need to see rotate. It does... Next rotation, Battle VIP Pass does leave, right? Kind of like our caster matches. Okay. Oh, it has to go to the bench, though? Unlucky. Yeah, dude, Squawkabill plus... Dude, Squawkabill plus... Battle VIP Pass sounds... That goes crazy, bro. That's insane. That's stupid. That's so good. All right, Ultra Ball. But this matchup seems... like, I don't know how Ting Lu can hang with Lugia, to be honest. This seems terrible. This seems really bad. I don't know how you ever compete. I don't think you can compete. I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's just a bad matchup for Ting Lu. Because, like, your ability doesn't stop any abilities, right? It only stops basics. You can shut down Snorlax's ability, but that's what they would want anyways. So yeah, I think this is just like a literally a terrible matchup. Literally a terrible matchup. As long as the Lugia player plays the game, of course, but I'm kind of saucing right now. Doing a pretty good job playing the game so far. So we got the first Ting Lu set up, and then we see the research in the hand. Shuts off Archeops, right? No, it shuts off basics. It shuts off basic non... Oh, wait. Stops 90x Pokemon with damage? No, but it's only basics, right? Shuts off abilities from Pokemon with damage counters. No, but it's not non-basic. Or basics. It's all except EX? Oh, is it really? Okay, this matchup isn't terrible then. Wait, are you sure? I think it's basics. All right, hold up. We got the translation in chat. Leak. Shoot. As long as this Pokemon is in the active, opponent's Pokemon except EX have any damage charge. I'm having no. Oh, okay. You're right. I didn't know. I thought it was basics. I don't know why I thought it was basics. Sheesh, my bad. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that, to be honest. I thought it was basics. So okay, so they get double Archeops in play, and then you shut them down for the rest of the game. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Did not get the attack off this turn. Okay, maybe it's not terrible then. Shuts off Lugia too. No, it doesn't shut off Lugia. Non-rule box. What? It's all except EX? Oh, wait, it's all except EX? Wait, so it would shut off Lugia. Wait, does it shut off Lugia? That's good. Except EX? Dude, what? I don't believe you. Was this card like mistranslated multiple times or something? Because I swear this is not how I read it before. As long as this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, your opponent's Pokemon that have any damage counters on them have no abilities except for Pokemon EX. Oh shit. So it actually stops Lugia from using... Whoa. So it stops Lugia's Summoning Star? Like no memes? Dude, wait, this card is good. Wait, Ting Lu could be broken. Wait, maybe Ting Lu cooks. Why'd they get all bodied, though? The logo would need to have damage counters on it? Well, yeah, you gotta get the damage counters out. You can boss around it. But still, that seems decent. You can heal Lugia with Serena and then use the ability. Oh, shoot. Yeah, that's true as well. Or maybe it doesn't cook. Maybe it doesn't cook, actually. Yeah, true. Serena kind of messes things up. Yeah. How do you damage the active turn 1? Alakazam plus Hawlucha damages the active turn 1. Zamluch, bro. Gotta know about the Zamluch strats. You got Hawlucha and Bog? Well, no, but turn 1. If the Lugia's in the active, turn 1. If you open Lugia. Oh, what if you open Lugia and don't bench anything, though? Then they're bodied. Cost 3 energy to attack. Yeah, the 3 energy to attack is kind of sus. Is there any like hit and run fighting Pokemon that you could like use? You can heal with Serena. Yeah, well, you're benching the Serena. You're benching the Serena, healing. You're not like it's not gonna. If you put it in play, you're trolling. Okay, Ting-Lu is way better than I thought. That's for sure. Ting-Lu is way better than I thought. But yeah, Serena kind of answers it in Lugia, I feel like, too efficiently. So I don't think Ting-Lu is beating Lugia. Yeah, I don't think Ting-Lu is actually beating Lugia. I think with Serena, as long as they play Serena, I think you're still farming them with the lug and the chops. Getting the farming on. Zapdos E-Switch axes. Zapdos E-Switch, kind of broken. How did they shuffle their deck there? I'm so confused. Yeah, why'd they shuffle their deck there? Did they not shuffle it previously? Maybe they forgot to shuffle it previously off a different card. I was kind of talking about Ting-Lu being broken, but now it's like kind of mid. Yeah, your Lugia matchup actually seems bad, but... Yeah, your Lugia matchup seems bad, but you can maybe pull it off against, like, maybe your Lost Box matchup is good, I don't know. That's definitely going to be cool. That's for sure. It'll be like a cool meme. Be cool. It'd be even cooler if it was good, but I don't think it's very good. It doesn't seem very good. Another Looch. Another Nope. We get to punch this turn finally, though. But I think they're a little bit too far behind to actually catch back up now. Lugia has fighting resistance, so you have to 3-hit it. How much damage is it? I don't even know. I don't even know how much damage the card does. Hang on, I'm gonna look it back up again. 150 minus, what is resistance in the format right now? Is it minus 20? I don't remember. Is it minus 20? What does this card say? It doesn't have resistance. Yeah, what is resistance, chat? Is it minus 20 or minus 30? Minus 30? Dude, we're not KOing a Lugia ever, man. And if they have Serena, you can move a damage over to Serena so they can't risk Serena, I guess. Dude, Ting-Lu? More like Ting-Poo. Put a choice belt on it, I guess. Nah. We're not beating Lugia. Okay, we've decided we're not beating Lugia, though. Yeah, we've committed to not beating Lugia. That's fine. We lose to Lugia. We'll beat other stuff with Ting-Lu. We'll beat Lost Boxes and stuff. Yeah, I'm committed to not beating Lugia with Ting-Lu anymore. I'm over it. Done with it. I'm over it. You do get to shut down Greninja, too, which is kind of cool. But there's the boss. Yeah, like, this game is cooked right here. A whole squad set up. Yeah, we can even attach stadiums to our Lugias, bro. Let's go. There's no way you beat that. Surely we'll beat Lost Box. I hope so, man. If we can't beat Lost Box, what's the point? And the V... Oh, wait, the V-Guard energy doesn't do anything. I was like, we're doing, like, baby damage from Ting-Lu. But yeah, V-Guard doesn't actually work against EXs, so we're chilling. We do something. Let's go. Would Void Returns Arc V be okay if they open Lugia? I mean, that would be yeah, that would be a thing, I guess. You have to get into the active, I think, would be like a big problem. And then what does Ting-Lu do? It does 10 damage to 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon alongside the 150. I believe that's it anyways. Another Bog in hand. There's a Hawlucha. They're just kind of spraying damage. It would have to go to the Lugias, I feel like. But they're hitting the chops. Interesting. All right, knockout. Not knockout. Not knockout, actually. I take it back. This card doesn't do any damage. Wait, is it 10 to 1? I gotta read this. All right, we're reading the card again. Hold up. I've checked like a million things on this card. We're gonna check one more. 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Okay. Hate to see it. Yeah, chaining Ting-Lu's seems pretty hard. It takes 3 fighting energy as well. Like we see that they have the axes and the EXP shares, but yeah, we see they got the axes and the EXP shares, but it's looking rough. Oh, they got the little. I see the loss zone counters on the players' cams. Yeah, there's a punch. Finally, okay, we got a research here. Bog in research. I don't know if you want to put the Bog in play there. Now you're gonna damage your own Ting-Lu. I wouldn't have put the Bog in play there. I don't think. Just like let it chill, let it ride. We are gonna finally see a knockout here as well. I don't know about that heavy ball. Maybe they know there's a Ting-Lu prize though. There is. There's a Ting-Lu prize. There should have been damage moved. Oh, wait, I think they definitely messed up. This active Lugia could have been KO'd by Alakazam last turn. They haven't been using Alakazam, have they? They could have moved 2 up last turn and then 2 over this turn. This thing would have gotten KO'd by Alakazam. They definitely misplayed that. Yeah, they definitely misplayed that. Yeah, there's that bog damage. Hopefully it doesn't matter. They're picking Koraidon and the Tinglu to attach to. Yeah, I think they could have. Escape rope? Okay, that makes sense because they're trying to avoid how the KO happens. I think they could have already had that like set up to be better. They push Luch. Can they move the Luch? They already attached for turn. They just use Koraidon. Oh, they're just chilling. Once again, didn't use Alakazam though. They should have used Alakazam this turn to move 2 off the chops to this Lugia. I don't know why they're not using their. Unless can they not use it? And there's the boss. Dude, poor Tinglu. Oh, bump the stadium. No, you forgot to bump the stadium. Unlucky. Cut to the casters real fast. Are Pokemon events worth going to as a spectator? I would say no, personally. But it depends, like, if you enjoy, like if you, there's like not a lot to do besides actually play in the event. There's like side events, like Locke just said in chat. There's like signings from artists if at the some of the East Coast events. So I would say no. But if you just want to come chill for one of the days, not even both days, come chill for one of the days, especially if you have like friends who are going, or know people to go with, then go chill. And wait, is the game over? Did they concede? Oh, the game is over. What the heck? Signing, side events, whatever. That was unexpected. What? Why did what? It had to have been a concession, right? All right. All right then. We get the prize cam on this one. Have a peepo at these prize cards. Let's see what's cooking. Yo, gloves, Tina, Arc P. So Arc Tina with the P. And on the other hand, we have the Lug. So Lug, dude, Lug is broken. What a really cool card, man. I love Lug. It's my favorite. I think they realized that match, Tinglu wasn't it. All right, Tina, I'm a little late, but how's the stream going? Tinglu bad? Tinglu's been bad. Everyone was like, oh my gosh, Tinglu and Chien Pao are going to change things up so much. They're so good. I was like, I don't know. Baxalbar Chien Pao seems pretty bad. Tinglu seems pretty bad. People were like, Azul, you're a hater. These things are broken. I was like, I don't know, man. We'll see. I'm saying, man, look, there's plenty of time for the format to evolve and change and Tinglu and Chien Pao to be broken. But as of right now, they seem pretty mid. The Drapion star's pretty rough. We'll see if they... What else are they... We don't even know what they're... No, they're playing Lugia. Lugia with Drapion. Is Chien Pao bad? Sure. Why not? The sick angle, why can't we have that? It's just like a manipulated version of the top-down angle, but it is cool that the way they do that. When we get like the roaming hand cam, Zubby, at our regionals, they have like someone walking around with like the camera and they go behind the player. So we have like the roaming hand cam. That's kind of the difference. Like they have that. We have the roaming hand cam where when people are doing like searches and stuff. Oh, did they just win? Bro, are all these games going to be like one turn? I don't know about Path. I don't know why we're rushing Path here. Switch. Do we have choice belt? No choice belt? Let's go. What? They used Starbirth before Colress? Bro, I'm calling the cops. Yeah, you should Colress first there for sure. Are we not going to use the Colress? Maybe they don't play Choice Belt as well. It's possible Choice Belt's not a card that they run. I feel like you would run it, but... Give him an Ultra Ball and a Nest Ball. Kept the Pal Pad. Starbirth before Colress ain't it, though. I can tell you that much. I think do I think Colress is good in Arceus X? It's alright. Giving up the Nest Ball there was curious. Yeah, see, that doesn't seem correct. They like gave up the Nest Ball and now they're Ultra Balling for a basic Pokemon. That's not good. That's not correct. That's not correct. Unless they have a B-Barrel in hand, they were trying to thin out the hand. But I still don't like that. Maybe it's okay. Yeah, they maybe had Choice Belt, they maybe didn't. I don't know. I'm trying to like see if there's a Choice Belt in there. I mean, either way, the Lugia player on the left is getting cooked, to be honest, but... Like they're literally getting. They literally had V-Guard pass. All right, top deck the Ono. Oh no. What's he giving? Just giving just more cards to the. Nice hand shuffles. And here we go. Okay, the hand is definitely chilling for our Tina player. See the net? Okay, nest ball. Let's get it. Got the lug. Or not the lug. No, the lug. And there's also a chops in the hand and an ultra ball. Looks like they're thinking about just passing. Now would be a good time to path for our Tina player here. Now would be a good time to path. See if they got it. Path, I mean, also boss KO the bench. Lug is pretty good too. If they got the boss KO, that'd be pretty good as well. Just like double turbo, retreat, Tina KO'd lug, boss, double turbo, and then burn the double turbo off the attack for the knockout. I don't see a boss in the hand right now. They could still get there though. They have an ultra ball, so Beebs is coming up soon. Big Beebs. That is Spiritomb. Ooh, aggressive Spiritombs to like slow down like any potential Luminions. Kind of cool. I don't like this Tina discard. I think we like Tina here. I don't think I like that Pikachu in the hand. Well, actually, Pikachu's pretty good against Lugia. I take that back. Pikachu's actually pretty good against Lugia. I kind of like benching the Tina though too, because you could draw +1 card. Instead, they're trying to hold on to the Vacuum for some reason. I don't know why we're prioritizing Vacuum so highly here, because we could have like got drawn +1 card here. I think it's probably worth it. Yeah, the Pikachu, you know, the Pikachu holding on to the Pikachu probably makes sense, because like yeah, Pikachu, there is Choice Belt in their deck. I see it. They do have Choice Belt. I think they did prize their Flying Pikachu though. That's why you check your prize cards, folks. They're playing this hoping to find like, yeah, they're playing this to hope to find Flying Pikachu. Okay, let's actually dude, all right, I'm gonna go while this rant is fresh in my mind. After this game, we're gonna talk about Japanese players shuffling. There we go, Arceus KO. Oh, the peak. Oh, they have to like do the, they have to announce the Arceus energy thing first. New ramp video incoming, you know it. Ultra Ball. Chops down. Wait, what is that? Oh, it's a Luxray. Bro, wait, why did we put the Luxray in play here? Benching Luxray here seems really good. Unless they're... Yeah, they could have benched Luxray, right? That's how it works? Oh, right, the belt didn't matter. Belt didn't matter. But last turn it did. Last turn they could have donked. Could have bonked. Two more chops down. V-Guard on Drapion. Oh, I'm just trolling. You're right. Didn't actually, that's interesting. They didn't read the wind there. So whatever this card is in hand, they really like it. That's curious. What is this card in hand that they like it that much? Yeah, what is that card? Interesting. They didn't read the wind. Maybe they forgot to. But if it's a good card and your active is getting KO'd here, they do have a gift energy on the active. No even attempt to go for the KO. Interesting. No attempt to go for the KO here. KO on the bench Lugia actually would have been really, really good. Then you don't give him the gift proc. So like boss KO with Tina there off the bench would have been insane. I wonder what that card is though. Because you could still, like you still want to read the win there in case this happens. They either don't KO you or they KO the bench. And it's not, well, it's not, dude, read the wind, my dude. Wait, isn't that wait, it doesn't matter if that's a gift. Bro, why are we reading the wind? It's not a research, I can tell you that much, because they didn't play it. Dude, they hate the wind, man. They hate reading the wind. Maybe they can't read the wind. There's the KO. Down to 2 prize cards. This one is basically cooked. This is cooked. There's the lug. So, I mean, the gift energy gives them... They got lug and vac, but it just does not matter. This just does not matter. This is cooked, baby. It's over. Send them home. Yeah, I'm trying to like come up with any way they could ever win. Boss KO Tina. Boss KO Tina and then them not having Boss KO Lugia. So you have to Boss KO Tina. Yeah, Boss KO Tina. That's all I see. All I see is Boss KO Tina. If you read the win, you can't draw as many off gift. True. Okay, I get it now. Yeah, that's why you wouldn't read the win there. You draw less cards off gift energy. Dude, I'm gonna put this on YouTube, and someone in the YouTube comments is gonna be like, "Doesn't make any sense. You see this? You still see the same cards." In fact, actually, if you read the win, you see +1 card because you draw 3 new cards, discarding the one of the cards you've already seen. That's the card in your hand. Oh, they put Luminion in play and they can't because of the spirits. Jeez, man. Damn, these games have been fast. We've been cooking, bro. We've been cooking out here. That's insane. All right. While it's fresh in my mind, let's do a little rant. I think this is like their first shuffle here is a great one to work with here. Let me see when it comes up. Now, when do they shuffle here? Okay, this is good. What does Tomb do? V Pokemon have no abilities while it's in play. They bench Luminion. I mean, in those I've forgotten, like in those kind of situations, Gassy, like I've done that before too. It's like you're like going to your turn, you're like I have no outs to win this game. There's nothing I can do. You're like, I don't know. I mean, I guess Luminion for boss, and it's like no, I have Ice Spirit Gym. It's like all right, whatever. I couldn't win anyways. It's just like you're like trying to come up with like something, and you just like forget about something, and you're just like, well, I guess this works, and then you're like, I still lose even though I do this, and then your opponent's like, no, I actually have Spirit Gym on bench. You're like, all right, whatever. Fuck this. All right, let's talk about Japanese players and shuffling. So this shuffle right here, see, is at the end of the shuffle. They're using their Starbirth. They're searching for 2 cards. This shuffle right here. So basically, they just did a bunch of overhand shuffles, right? They're doing this. This would not be allowed at a regional in North America, Europe, Latin America, Oceania. That is not sufficiently randomized. Now, just because that's how we view the end result of that player's interaction with the deck does not mean that over in Japan that's not sufficiently random. And that's where people like, that's why there's like the separation of knowledge there, and people are just kind of ignorant when they think all Japanese players cheat because they don't shuffle the way we shuffle. But in Japan, this is considered sufficiently random enough that you are then able to offer to your opponent to cut or shuffle or whatever, and then be done from there. So that's like the ignorant part of, and I feel like it's just like a lot of, like to be honest, like, you know, people like make fun of Americans for being ignorant. Like there's a little bit of truth to every stereotype. There's a little bit of truth to this stereotype here. I guess like people in Europe are the same way. The Japanese players don't think they're cheating. They don't think this is cheating. To them, this is just normal in how you play the game. If you're like 8 years old and you start playing Pokemon in Japan and everyone shuffles that way and you're told that's all you have to do to shuffle before you like offer to your opponent to have it be random, then how would you ever know to do anything different? Or when you start playing a card game in general, like Pokemon or whatever else they do in Japan, if that's just, I don't know how it like works with other games in, I don't know how that works with other games in Japan. I don't know if there's a big separation in like players in Japan who play Pokemon and how they shuffle, and like I don't know, Magic, and do they play Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh? They play Yu-Gi-Oh over in Japan, or do they play Magic? I don't know if they do. Whatever, but like I don't know if they also have the same issues. And then at that point, it's just like a culture thing. At the very least, it's like a culture thing in the Pokemon TCG. Is what they just did, is the deck considered random? No, but is it for the purpose of the Pokemon TCG in Japan? Is that considered sufficiently random? Yes, and that's why when Japanese players come over and they play in Worlds or at some ICs, they get flamed by the Pokemon TCG community, and they do get penalties from judges and stuff, or at least warnings and told to shuffle better, because they aren't actually properly randomizing the deck to the sufficiency that everywhere else besides Japan requires. Now, there's no such thing as truly random from like a person shuffling a deck of cards. There's no such thing as you can never get truly random, right? There's only something you put on it which is like sufficiently random. Like we can only have a determination of like sufficiently random for the purpose of whatever we're doing based on the rules or laws of whatever we're working with. And in the Pokemon TCG in America, Europe, everywhere outside of Japan, this isn't sufficiently random. In Japan, this is sufficiently random. So when they play us at Worlds and stuff, or we see them on stream, a lot of people in the Pokemon TCG community like say that Japan players are cheating and they're always stacking their decks because they don't shuffle compared to what we think is sufficient. But that's just being ignorant when you're not a player from Japan. You're just being ignorant. And instead, you should ask the question is like, is that sufficiently random where they come from? And if the answer is yes, then it's not that they're doing anything. They're not doing anything wrong. They just don't know what the right thing to do is. So you shouldn't be like, you shouldn't jump to conclusions that everyone in Japan is cheating or stacking their decks or something because they don't sufficiently randomize their deck in the ways that we do. But in Japan, that's sufficiently random, right? Shuffle their deck like this is not sufficiently random anywhere else in the world besides Japan, and that's fine. It's also fine that is sufficiently random in Japan. If that's what they do, that's what they do. I think the way you could think about it as far as being in Japan goes, so the way I've kind of thought about it is like the reason like that's not sufficiently random is because you're not moving around the cards enough to like if I knew there was like this card, like if there was a card on the bottom half of my deck and it was on the bottom chunk, because all they're doing is this like over and over. I could know where if that card's on the top half or the bottom half, right? Like if this fighting energy was in the bottom half of my deck and I just like cut the top and the bottom half 6 times, if I just cut the top half and the bottom half on like 6 times, I could know where that fighting energy is if it's on the top or the bottom half. But if I do this 7 times and it was on the bottom half initially, I have no idea where that fighting energy is, right? I have no idea I have no clue where the fighting energy is if I do this 10 times. Right, where I cut like the bottom half up towards the top half, repeat 10 times. I have no clue where that fighting energy is, right? But I guess it could be a thing in Japan where the players respect each other enough to be honorable enough, I guess, to like not think about where that fighting energy is and just be like, I respect you to not think about that fighting energy being on the bottom half of your deck. You just kind of overhand shuffling 7 times and not thinking about where that fighting energy is anymore. And just being like, you just do that 7 times. That's sufficiently random in our game in Japan. And I don't expect you to be thinking about where that fighting energy is each time you do an overhand cut, right? So that's the only reason, that's like the logical conclusion I can come to as to like why they're okay with that being shuffling. They're just like, none of us are trying to be malicious about our shuffling. So us not overly randomizing deck, because like theoretically, if the deck is like sufficiently random before you go to look at it, like the deck to anyone else would still be sufficiently random, except for the person who looked at the deck, right? If my deck is sufficiently random, I play a nest ball and I take 1 card out of it. If I put the deck down immediately like that, the deck is still sufficiently random to everyone else but me. But it not being sufficiently random to me is the problem. But when they shuffle just like this a couple times, basically the players are all content. The players, the staff, the tournament organizers, the judges are content with that being enough that even if the player could have thought about where the card was and where it is now, that's enough to be like it feels like that's like kind of like where they differ. It's like the deck is still sufficiently random to everyone else but the player, so they don't need to shuffle it a ton. Like it doesn't really matter. Like it'd be one thing if I like declumped my deck and then did this, right? That'd be different. But like they're just like looking through a sufficiently random deck, taking 1 card out. It's like, well, the deck is like still sufficiently random for the most part to everyone else except the player who looked through it. So to them, like the equivalent of sufficiently random after that is just like doing this like 6, 7. I don't even know. We can even count how many times they did it as well, right? So we can go back. Well, let's see how many times they overhand cut real fast. We can even see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold up. They're talking 6, 7. So they did 7 overhands. That's not sufficiently random or as close as we can possibly get as humans to true random. And I would argue that they should learn how to shuffle better in Japan. Like I think they should, but you shouldn't be ignorant about it and just like call every Japanese player a cheater and a stacker and so on. Like you should be understanding of that's just how it's legal over there. So when they come over and play in TPCI based events, it's not that they shouldn't be penalized or shouldn't be given warnings or shouldn't try and improve at their shuffling. It's just that jumping to the conclusion that they're cheating is just stupid and you're just being ignorant. So you're just playing into the stereotype of, well, if you're American, ignorant Americans. That's it. That's all I want to kind of say. Change the order of 7 cards at best. It doesn't do a whole ton. That's what I'm saying. Like I think they should do better, but the fact that they don't do better doesn't mean they're cheating. Cheating requires intent, which is like what a lot of people don't understand. Like a lot of people just like stop at, oh, something incorrect was done, therefore cheat, instead of, oh, something incorrect was done. Were they cheating? Are they ignorant of the rules, and did they just make a mistake? Legit only did 4 times once. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like they're basically, it feels like in Japan they're like, as long as the deck is sufficiently random before the game starts, you don't have to shuffle a ton in the middle of the game because the deck is still sufficiently random. So like if the players, like theoretically, if the players are all being honest, they're not thinking about trying to move a card to a certain position. They're just like moving the cards enough that it's like it's some kind of movement. Because like theoretically, if I look through my deck and like this fighting energy was on the bottom half of one of the 2 stacks, and then I do this, 2 is on the bottom stack now, 3 it's probably on the top half, 4 it's probably on the bottom half. But if the players like respect each other to not do that, then truly you don't really need to shuffle that much after your deck is truly random. But out of like another like to minimize the potential of cheating and all that stuff, shuffling more thoroughly and doing like 10 actual overhand riffles and mashes, 7 to 10 whatever, is definitely reduce the chance that someone could be taking advantage of manipulating the position of cards through shuffling, right? Have you played against Japanese players at Worlds? I do. Do I ask them to shuffle more? I think last year at Worlds everyone was pretty good about it, if I remember correctly. I played against like 4 or 5 Japanese players at Worlds last year. It was, yes, I think it was 4 or 5. I don't remember, like, and I'm usually one who's like, I'm pretty fine with telling my opponents they need to shuffle more when they need to. So yeah, I think I don't, but it never came up. I think if I had thought they weren't shuffling enough, I definitely would have said something. I don't remember saying anything to any of them though. But I'm definitely someone, if my opponent doesn't shuffle enough, I'm fine with telling my opponents to shuffle more. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and shuffle their deck the whole game. They can shuffle their deck more. If I ever want to shuffle their deck, I will. But I'm not going to shuffle for my opponent. Like, if my opponent does 2 mass shuffles every time they do a final search and offer it to me, I'm not going to be shuffling it 5 more times for them every single time. I'm going to tell them to shuffle more. And then if I ever want to shuffle their deck, then I will. But I'm not playing the game for my opponent, so I'm not going to babysit them. If a card like Iono is played, that does affect the randomization. It does affect it in a relevant way. Well, it doesn't. It theoretically still doesn't really change too much, Mixon. Like if you took your hand and you like, because I feel like even when the Japanese players like shuffle their hand into their deck, well, no, Iono doesn't change that much because Iono goes to the bottom of the deck, it doesn't shuffle into the deck. It'd be like Judge. I feel like when Japanese players like get Judge or something, they like spread out the cards in their hand in their deck and then just go into like the cutting thing. I always shuffle. I think my opponent sucks at shuffling. You should tell your opponent to just shuffle more. Shuffling your opponent's deck is like not the answer, because then no one's getting better at shuffling or knowing the proper way to shuffle. Yeah, shuffling your opponent's deck in place of your opponent not shuffling enough is just not the correct answer. The correct answer is telling your opponent to shuffle more, and better if you need to. But the answer is never to actually tell your opponent to. The answer is never. Oh, so this is the celebrity match with the Miraidon deck. This is the. I don't want to watch the celebrity player over and over again, to be honest. I think we're going to skip these matches. I think we're going to skip the celebrity player matches. Wait, is this them again? Am I trolling? Dude, they be keeping them on stream, bro. All right. Round 3, 1-1. I'm not trying to see Miraidon every single round. We got some Chien Pao action. Yeah, that's not the answer. The answer is not... It never should be. It doesn't mean you should never shuffle your opponent's deck if you want to, but the answer to your opponent shuffling poorly should not be shuffling for them. Are they competing? They're competing, but they like show like their round every time around. They're usually like some kind of like in the past they've been like a YouTube celebrity or something like that. I think that's what someone in chat said. So they are competing in the main event, but they just like always show their round, which is annoying. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, they can do what they want. I can just skip the round. It is annoying. It is annoying. Yeah. Don't shuffle your opponent's deck if you think they're not shuffling enough. Tell them to shuffle more. And if you want to shuffle afterwards, go ahead. Yeah, it's annoying. That's what it is. It's basically annoying to see the same deck over and over. All right, let's get it. The Chien Pao versus the Lugia. Now, if there is a matchup where Chien Pao is probably fine, it probably is the Lugia matchup, to be honest. So let's see how this goes. They got the 4 Seal Stone in there, so they definitely play some amount of V Pokemon. Turn 1 Battle VIP Pass. And we can even see the turn 1 Chien Pao ability to search out 2 water energy. That ability is strong. That ability is very good. Like, Chien Pao's ability is, like, insane. It does have to be in the active spot, which is, like, a little bit of a drawback, but, like, not, like, a big drawback or anything like that. But pretty absurd ability, to be honest. Look like maybe they play the Vulpix. The Klefki is weird here. That's got to be Baxcalibur's basic. I have no clue what that is. The Klefki's weird here. Klefki's not that strong against Lugia, and then it potentially eats up one of your bench spaces for the whole game. I don't think I like the Klefki grab here. It's like, okay, that seems kind of mid. Mid key. I'm not a big fan of the clef key grab here. They have to be able to switch into it as well, which I assume you play decent amount of switch cards because you want to be able to go from Chien-Pao to Chien-Pao to get all the energy. Got the ninja, okay. I'm cooking. I don't even think they knew they could get to the bench or not. I do not like this clef key grab. I actually, you know what? I hate this clef key grab. I don't like this clef key grab at all. I hate this. I hate that they took clef key here. I did retreat into it though. I don't like the clef key grab. I don't like it. It's mid key. Maybe if they really don't need the bench space that often, then it's okay. But they need to like get down another back Excalibur basic. Yeah, because if they just retreat next turn and attack with Chien-Pao, there's just Klefki on their bench for the rest of the game. We'll see if they get punished by it or not. I'm very much offended by this Klefki, yes. I say this, and then the Lugia player's only out is going to be like Luminian, and I'm going to be like, well, I guess I was wrong. My bad. Actually, Klefki and Chien-Pao is broken. I'm going to run 4. I'm not starting that thing. I'm literally conceding the match. Uh-oh. Ultra Ball. Dude, their only out was going to be Luminian for a draw supporter, isn't it? Yeah, they don't look very happy. They're like shaking their head. They're like, well, now I just don't get to play the game because they play a freaking Klefki in their Chien-Pao deck, bro. Are you kidding me? Who does that? They're pissed, bro. Second lug and pass. Is that a Coco? What is that card in hand there? I think it's a Coco. Wait, is the free retreat Coco rotated? Actually, I don't know what that is. Jet energy and read the wind. Yeah, read the wind. Dude, the only out to a draw supporter was the frickin' the Klefki. Let's go. The Klefki's sick, man. Yeah, the only out to a draw supporter was Ultra Ball for Lumini in there. Let's go. Yeah, the Klefki that's sick. I'm a big Klefki fan now. I'm back on the Klefki train. All of you guys are Klefki haters for hating on the Klefki. Ridiculous, bro. The card's broken. Ooh, we're doing some digging here. Yo, Chien-Pao plus Greninja is also crazy. That's also crazy, to be honest. It's like a crazy combo. What does Chien-Pao's attack say? Does the energy go back to the deck? Oh, is that a... what? The Shinx? Yeah, does the Chien-Pao's energy... the energy for the Chien-Pao's attack go back to the deck, or does it get discarded? Yo, let's go. Lock with the links. It's discarded? Oh, okay. So you need to play energy recovery anyway. So, like, playing it with the Greninja makes sense. Yo, with Excalibur, you can also just, like, infinitely snipe with Greninja, right? Well, not infinitely, but you can, like, snipe with Greninja, and then all of a sudden it's a threat again on the next turn. That's kind of chill. It's pretty chill. All right, Luminian. Irida. We have the KO here, though. No, I'm still a Klefki hater, to be honest. I don't care how good it was that turn. Battle VIP pass. Battle VIP pass off the Irida. No way. Wait, why? Dude, if they go to play this Battle VIP pass... Wait. There was nothing better to grab besides the Battle VIP pass? I don't believe it. They already had the candy. Okay. But like, what about like a superior energy retrieval or something? Oh, wait, not even superior. Oh, you know what they're going to do? They're going to play the super duper energy retrieval, and they're going to discard the Battle VIP pass. I see what's coming. I was so confused for a second. I was like, what could they possibly have where they'd want to take a Battle VIP pass? Bro, let's go. Super duper energy retrieval. What is it called? Superior energy retrieval? No, is it? There's energy retrieval. No, it is a superior. Yeah, we're chilling. Schlap? Knockout? Goodbye, Lugia. We don't have another Chien-Pao set up, though. That's kind of iffy. But I guess it's okay. Hey, do you just, like, play switch cards in here so you can go from Chien-Pao to, like, accelerate energy out of your deck? Probably. But I guess you don't... You end up with... You end up with not that much energy left in your deck pretty quickly, because then you just want to draw into superior energy retrievals, right? You played this card tons of times? Actually, I didn't. I, like, rarely ever played superior energy retrieval, because I never played... Oh, I played it in... You played it in... What's it called, though? Yeah, you're right. You played in Archie's Stoice. I was like, I never played Blastoise Keldeo, so I didn't use it that much, ever. But no, you're right. All right, Lug online. And Lug does one-hit KO Chien-Pao, right? Chien-Pao has got that 220, so... Lug is slapping. How much value should I put into trying to test on live? I swear I brick on live more with Lugia than I do IRL. You don't. That's the first thing you have to get over, is you're not bricking more on live than you are IRL. Unless you're saying unless you're admitting to cheating IRL. So you got to pick. You're either cheating IRL or you don't. So pick one of those right now. Decide that, and then it's fine to like test. The thing is that the quality of opponent on PTCG Live isn't like super high. So consistently, but maybe once you get up to pretty high Arceus League, so the goal would be to like grind up to Arceus League and play against better opponents. That's like the goal, and then yeah. Yeah. Whatever I just said, do that. Yeah. Grind up to high Arceus League. Play in Limitless. Well, I don't know if I recommend playing in Limitless terms in the current state of PTCG Live, to be honest. Find some people to test with, to be honest, is like the best solution. Finding people to test with is the best solution. But yeah, trying to grind to high Arceus, you might actually get like decent opponents like every single game at that point. I don't know. I haven't like grinded up to high Arceus myself, so it's possible. But I haven't done it myself, so I don't actually know. Grind to Arceus and play the same opponent every game. That's also a thing. Yeah, apparently that's also a thing, which sucks. Wait, boss KO on the Baxcalibur here was actually just game ending. That's kind of one of my fears with the Baxcalibur deck, is like you kind of have to set up 2 Baxcaliburs. Like if you don't, you kind of lose. Oh, we're putting Luminium back in the deck here? No, it's probably just to send up as the pivot. Why wouldn't we send up Greninja then if we're pivoting out of this turn? You do kind of have to set up 2 Baxcalibur though, don't you? It's kind of a thing, because otherwise you just lose to getting boss once you expel all your energy in play, or like burn all your energy in play. Even then, they could like boss back-to-back Baxcaliburs, and you need to set up a 3rd Baxcalibur. That's like a very real play as like a Lugia deck or something. Yeah. It makes it pretty easy to chain them, probably, to be honest, because they're not KOing your main attackers and stuff like that. What is that card at the top? What is the card to the left of the Chien-Pao there? Going back in with the ninja. Chien-Pao bad? Probably. It's probably not great. You probably need Palkia to help that. Nah, Palkia's got to be cringe in there. Could be okay though. That's the basic for Baxcalibur. Oh, okay. They just have the 2 different artworks of them. Yeah, that thing had me tripping. I was like, what the heck is that card? Lugia Excalibur deck, I like it. Yeah, I'm kind of in, to be honest. Yo, the Arven is kind of nuts in there too, to be honest. Arven's kind of goes crazy. So you need 5 energy. We have another search here coming though. Yeah, you need 5 energy to want to KO Lugia. Sheesh. That's a lot. Going back in? Apparently not. Apparently not. We're chilling. Yeah, you don't really need to do the whole, like, I was like talking about like switching between Chien-Paos like aggressively and stuff. You don't really need to do that, do you? There's like not really a thing that you have to do. You probably don't even need that many energy in the deck. Like you need like 8, maybe 9, because Chien-Pao switches them out so aggressively is superior for them later. It's probably fine. Ooh, giving up the hand disruption for the next turn. What is the game plan here from the Lugia player though? So you got 4 prize cards left. Gust KO. Did they over discard there? Gust KO on Luminion is 2 prize cards eventually. You could 2 KO the active plus 1 KO the Luminion. No, you can't do that. There's only 2 prize cards left here for the. So you have to KO. You have to 1 KO the Chien-Pao. Oh wait, is Chien-Pao weak to lightning? How much does that thing do? It does 180, right? I don't know if Chien-Pao's weak to lightning. I think Chien-Pao's weak to metal, right? Chien-Pao gets bodied by Ono. Yeah, probably. It's probably not great. Metal? Luminion is? I mean, 180. They have the Snorlax. They can kill Luminion with anything they want to. They're already bopping. I'm surprised they're not celebrating more energy to play to potentially use the deer later on. You can't deer right now, but... Oh, they have it! Dude. Okay, so now you can go Luxray Knockout into... How much damage does Baxcalibur do? Can Baxcalibur actually KO this Luxray here? Or if they have some... They need a 1 prize attacker here. Otherwise, they just kind of lose to the deer. At the end of the game, they just lose to the deer. Deer just 1 KOs Chien-Pao. Yeah, this deck definitely needs to probably play some kind of one prizer. Is there a decent one prize? Isn't there like a white Kyurem or a black Kyurem that does like a bunch of damage versus a bunch of water energy? It's like a dragon type. I think there is. It might take a metal energy, but you can like use that. Oh, it's a Kyogre. Wait, it's a Kyogre. No, it's a Kyurem. Wait, is it a Kyogre? Kyogre, 4 energy, 183 back to hand. You can take out the Archeops with that. I actually kind of like that. That's chill. Okay, I like that. Regular Kyurem is what I'm thinking of. Oh, okay. It's just a regular one. How much damage does it do? Because if we're going in again with Chien Pao here, I think you just lose to Weird Ear. Use a metal too. We could probably make that work. Because if we're playing superiors, then you can like energy search out. You have to play an energy search, but you can make that work. I feel like. I definitely think you can make that work. Ninja for 2. Yeah, it looks like it's just a knockout with the active, which is just not good here. Kyurem here would go, or the Kyogre would go kind of hard though. Yeah, Kyogre would do some stuff here for sure. Dragon Kyurem does 60 for each energy discarded, but attack is water metal. Make that work. Yeah, you can make that work. I mean, I don't think Chien Pao Baxcalibur seems great, even with some of these one prize options, but I mean the Kyogre to like against a Lugia matchup, if no one's playing Manaphy, you could play the Kyogre and just like KO Ops, second Kyogre KO Ops, and then clean up their attackers from there. Depends how much energy they could get and play off the Archeops before that happened, if like they would be fine or not. But if they are fine, then it doesn't really do anything. But if they're not fine, then you're kind of winning. But I think they just win here with Weird Deer. We'll see if they got it. They probably have the deer. What's the effect of the new energy retrieval? Discard 2 cards from your hand, but 4 basic energy from your discard pile into your hand. You cannot put... Actually, I don't know if this clause is on the new one. Old Superior Energy Retrieval said you couldn't put... Old Superior Energy Retrieval said you couldn't put any energy you discarded from it into your hand. Is that correct? I think that is correct, yeah. I don't know if there's that clause on the new one. Is it called a clause? Would it be called a clause? Whatever. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Old Superior Energy Retrieval said that you can't... If you discarded energy with it, you couldn't recover those. You couldn't recover those energies. You can't put energy you discarded. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Santa Claus. Well, I think they got it. Is this second chops? Well, we got to retreat the active as well. Don't forget about retreating your active. It should be enough. What is it? 6/6. Actually, I forget. It's 220. Yeah, 180, 220 with the one off the Snorlax. Yeah, I think they... Oh, they haven't used the second Archeops yet. Okay. They haven't used second Archeops yet here. I was going to say, I think they should have been accelerating a couple extra energy into play if they could have been up to this point. But I think the weird... Yeah, there was energy on the bottom of the deck. There was 2 on the bottom of the deck. So they should just be able to grab those, retreat the gift. Then Reader comes up, activate the ability. Boop. Scoop. And then Weird Deer for the dub. Yeah, this build of Lugia seems pretty good. This colorless build of Lugia does seem pretty good moving forward. Snorlax's Weird Deer for like a big finisher if you need it, and then just like attacking with Lugia in general. I don't know if like Jet Energy adds a hold on to the deck, but like you can also play the Luminous Energy. Like you were playing the Luxray in there is cool. The Luminous Energy, you can also play that alongside Charizard. We didn't see that one in that build specifically, but that'd be like more cool stuff you could do. Hold up. Is this I have to use the bathroom, so we're gonna have to take a second here, but is this an actual... Oh, I should go forwards, not backwards. It's around 4, okay. All right, yeah, I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom, chat. I'm also gonna get a snack. I need something to eat, so I'm gonna get a snack and bathroom, and I'll see y'all in a little bit. Wait, we need it, dude. We have a chair emote. What do you mean? We need a chair emote. So chat, do you guys? How do you guys prefer your bananas? Like, do you like fully yellow but nothing brown? A little bit of brown, a lot of bit of brown, or like slightly green or mostly green? I like mine like slightly green. How do you guys prefer your bananas? A little brown, slightly brown, a little brown. I like them like a little green. I like a little green. Slightly green and sour banana equals no good. It's not sour. It's like a little bit of green. I almost feel like they're too sweet once they start to get brown. Like this one's like slightly brown. Yeah, they're too sweet when they're brown. Dude, just because freaking monkeys eat bananas from the bottom to the top doesn't mean we eat them upside down. It means they eat them upside down, bro. Are you saying a monkey is smarter than you? Better green apples? Red. But when I was younger, I actually liked green apples more. If you want to admit that, Bigby, that's fine with you. Monkeys probably are banana professionals, but I also tear it in the human way. It's harder for me to open it up the other way. Like I've tried to open it the other way before. Monkeys fucking poo at each other. Maybe we should too. I mean, that's what Bigby's advocating for. Who I think is the best hooper in the TCG? I have no clue. I don't even know who plays basketball in the TCG. Actually, it's not true. I might know the best hooper. I have a friend who's like super tall. They don't really play Pokemon. They've played and they show up to events sometimes. They're really tall and they like basketball and they play basketball. I think they coach basketball, but so I'm going to go ahead and say them. All right, chat, we ready to get it? I'm feeling good. Bro, one of my favorite foods, though, I mean, just while we're here, is freaking, dude, bagels or bagels, before I get freaking called out again. Bagels and cream cheese, bro. I don't know what it is, man. So good. Can I pin the link to the VOD? Yeah, go for a V6. Let's make a command for it. Like, make a command, like, tournament VOD or something. And just throw the link there, and we can, like, switch out the link for... Yeah, just make it, like, tournament VOD, tournament link, tournament video. Wait, bagel or bagel? Bagel, right? Bagel, bagel, whatever. When random asks you to play a game or two in between rounds, do you? No, usually not. I just want to chill between rounds. I did at Portland because someone asked me to play against them in between rounds. I was like, nah, Maybe if I have a fast round or something. But I just need like I'm just trying to chill between rounds. Like I'm trying to like decompress, whatever you want to call it. Like just like take a deep breath, drink some water, go sit down on the find somewhere to just like chill. Yeah. But like after the tournament on Saturday, someone asked me to play with them in between rounds. I was like, nah, but I ran into them again. I played a game with them, but usually not. Yeah, usually not. All right, let's see what we're cooking with this round. Looks like Lost Box versus could be another Lost Box, but I see an Ultra. Oh, Guardy versus Lost Box. Okay. Manaphy start here is actually it's pretty good. It's like it could get turn 1 KO, but I'm sure they're gonna try to make that not a thing. I think they might have Candy Guardy in hand actually here. There's the Ultra Ball. They're eyeing up Ralts, doing a little prize checking. We'll see what they grab. Might go for the Mew here to try and get a Battle VIP pass if they play it, or might just settle for a Ralts, but I don't think they have any other basics in hand, so setting for 1 Ralts does not seem very good. So I feel like you'd want to go with... the Mew to try and get a Battle VIP pass. If you whiff here, though, you're not in a great spot. There we go. Oh, they're retreating with the... I thought they were going to try and save that. To go like Candy Guardian next turn and then use it after they get KO'd. Oh, there's a Battle VIP pass. Here comes double Ralts. Yeah, I think that's a correct play there. Like, you could whiff, but I think it's a correct play to try and get the double Ralts here. It's interesting that they didn't... I'm curious as to what the rest of the hand is. They definitely have... I think they have Candy Guardian in hand. So not keeping the reversal energy is interesting. I wonder what that third card is. We'll see here shortly, hopefully. Passed. I think it might be a Psychic Energy. So I think maybe they should have. That's interesting. Pretty good start here from the Lost Box player, though. I mean, it would be hard to imagine that they don't end up with it'd be hard to imagine that they don't end up with an attack with Cram this turn. Also, we don't know what kind of Lost Box they're playing. There's still a lot of different Lost Boxes that they could be playing. Roxanne versus Echoing Horn, I think, is the big decision here. They have a vacuum there. It looks like it is a turbo build, because I think they have a vacuum in hand as well. Okay. I went with the Echoing Horn there. VIP. Probably going to see Comfy Cram, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, it definitely looks like a turbo build. Lost City. Interesting. Lost City away the Manaphy into the Kyogre. That's kind of chill. I don't hate it. I don't really love it, though. Depends on, like, how many matchups that's actually relevant for. Because, like, for this matchup specifically, I feel like you're already getting a dub most of the time. They are playing the Luxray. Playing Pikachu Tech. And I assume it'll be a Cram grab here because he's something... Nah, I never... Oh, double Comfy. No, was Cram prized? I don't think we saw the prize cards for this game. Would you consider playing the Squawk in Lasso next set for VIP Pass / Chorus? Squawkabilly? I don't think so. That 2 prizes on the bench kind of sucks, but maybe. It would be pretty decent, to be honest. It wouldn't be terrible. Yeah, where's the Cram? Where's the Cram? I feel like Lost City can really backfire on you. I mean, not really. Like, you'd only put it in play when you don't care that they would loss on your Pokemon back. So I don't think it would be like a big deal. Dude, I think that might be whiffing the Cram attack here. I don't think they had the Cram. I don't think they had the Cram in the deck. Well, there's a VIP pass, so if they did, they would go get it. Oh, they had it in the hand the whole time. Dude, I didn't think I saw it in the hand. Okay, they had it in the hand. Of course, but of course. In the hand the whole time. Slap the Manaphy. Oh, this might be the quad double energy build. So they had Candy Guardy. Oh, and a Research. Okay, so it makes sense for them to have discarded the double energy. This also might be the build that plays like a quad. There's at least 2 of the reversal energy. There's 1 in the prize cards and 1 in the discard pile now. Looks like they are going to be giving up 2 prize cards here off the rip. They could retreat to the Cresselia, though, probably. I assume that's what we would see here. We'll see, though. They kind of need to get it down another Ralts though, just in case. I mean, the opponent will be a little bit hard pressed, I think, to actually get off like a Sableye next turn to lock out the Ralts, to lock out Guardy EX, but it's possible. There's the candy. Ooh, do they just have it? They don't have enough energy in the discard pile, so I don't think they're actually going to be able to. Yeah, they don't have enough energy in the discard pile, so I think even if they have the Guardy EX, it's not going to matter here. They might just go double Ralts here to prep for the candy play next turn. Because if you go for the Curlia here, then you could just get... Oh, you could get Greninja either. Oh, wait. Yeah, you could still get Greninja here. If you go Curlia, you could get Sableye. I guess you get Bossed as well. You also might have the candy. Candy combo. They definitely have the candy. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. So we're not doing Guardy EX anytime soon. Guardy EX ain't making its way to the field. And they actually didn't bench the Ralts. They just stayed at these double Gardevoirs here. This is interesting. Yeah, this build is like... I don't know how I feel. I don't know if this build is good or bad or what. It's definitely interesting, though. That's for sure. Definitely should lost on the Battle VIP pass. Keeping the Nest Ball. I wonder what they're going to Nest Ball for here. And they could cram Punch. Actually, I think the best play here, though, because there's no Guardy EX in play, I think the best play here is actually Greninja punch both Guardies and leave the Mew alone for Sableye later, and then be able to KO these with Sableye efficiently as well. The best play here, I'm pretty sure, like, I'm confident the best play here is to use Greninja to hit both Guardies. Yo, appreciate the 28 9 months there, Bigby. That's what I would play for here, 100%. Is the Greninja onto both Guardies. It definitely seems like the move. I don't know if they have a Mirage Gate in hand and can do it or not, but they do have the 4 Seal Stones, so I feel like they should be able to make it happen. Oh, they have the gate in hand, actually. I maybe wouldn't have... I don't know if they could have chosen to not escape up there, but I feel like not escape up there might have been better, to be honest. And just, like, leaving the Mew stuck active. I almost like the Mew stuck active there. What is that card? Oh, it's a Super Rod. I was like... Alright, Nest Ball. I assume Dragonite's gonna be grabbed here. Oh, no, they have the Sableye. So yeah, I think attacking with Greninja here is just better for sure. Because now they could get Super Rod to get the Manaphy back in play. They might still do it. And they actually misplayed here. It looks like. Well, maybe not. Well, it looks like they realized they didn't have a Psychic in there when they stopped. They stopped and were like, oh, I don't have a Psychic. But they still get to retreat and they have a Psychic in hand. But yeah, I don't like the Sableye play here. I like the attacking with Greninja. I think attacking with Greninja is better here. You could still bench the Sableye. I'm fine with benching the Sableye, but yeah, I think attacking with Greninja here is definitely just better. So I assume it's just gonna knock out the Cresselia. Yeah. But this is where I kind of feel like things can start to snowball out of control here. You don't have a ton of damage set up. You're about to go down a Sableye. Super Rod recovered Manaphy maybe into Iono, down to 4 now, and then next turn if you draw a prize card, it goes down to 3, then down to 2. Like, it starts to snowball pretty fast, I feel like. So I really liked the Greninja play, establishing damage on the Guardies, leaving the Cresselia or the Mew potentially trapped in the active, and then still putting Sableye on the bench probably, maybe even getting a Psychic Energy on it. But yeah, I really like the Greninja play quite a bit more there. Yeah, not as big a fan of this. Not as big of a fan of this play. Yeah, Cresselia is back. So is the Manaphy. The Manaphy's still pretty important to set up because like, Greninja just puts a lot of damage in play for you to have to deal with. And the Ono's in hand, the Ralts is in hand. They're definitely looking for... Well, they're trying to attack this turn. That's the first thing. Which they need to hit a Psychic Energy off of one of these Guardies. Or they need to get a Reversal Energy. But it looked like when they looked through their deck right there, I think they only play 2 Reversal Energy. I think they only play 2 Reversal Energy. No hits. That's rough. Yeah. So I don't think they have another reversal in the deck. I think that their prize a reversal, they discard a reversal early. So I think they're whiffing another attack here. That's pretty brutal. Whiffing another attack here is pretty brutal. They can get the Manaphy, which I think you're kind of locked into getting here. I think you're kind of locked into getting the Manaphy here. They're in a pretty bad spot. Did they change the Super Rod rule? Up to 3 is... Yeah, it is up to 3. They should be able to candy Guardy next turn. They are throwing an Ono out there, but they're not KOing the Sableye, so Sableye's going to get to Do it up this turn. Or you could even like retreat to Cram and punch with Cram. I don't even hate that. Attack with... No, you can't attack with Greninja. You might just actually KO the Manaphy with the Sableye to set up for the attack with Greninja. Oh, that is triple Mirage Gate in hand, if I'm seeing that correctly. I'm pretty sure that's triple Mirage Gate in the hand. Of course, as well. Hey, there's the Lost City. Giving up the both V Pokemon. You probably don't want the... What is that card? That's not a V Pokemon. Is that a Raihan? That might be like the... No, what is that? I think it might be Raihan. I think it is Raihan. I can't tell. I don't know. I don't like giving up Raihan there, though, to be honest. I actually kind of like keeping Raihan. The Lost City, to go chase Manaphy, I guess is like okay. But then you lose your Sableye to the Lost City, which is not very good. I don't like that. See, Mirage Gate coming out, load up the Greninja. Maybe you put an energy on the Comfey there to create a pivot on it, but yeah, I think loading up the Greninja plus Lost City Manaphy puts you in a pretty good spot, so that should be fine. So you'd go 7 to Manaphy, 5 to the active, I guess, so that way the Greninja can KO the active plus the Mew or the Ralts on the following turn. I think you just need to draw one more prize card after that, so finding and establishing another Sableye at that point should be enough to win the game, but you are losing this Sableye to Lost City on the next turn. Yep, there we go. Lost City'd. Like I said, 5 on the active seems pretty good, because then the Greninja can KO that. And can still KO everything else in play. So I think 5 on the active or like 5 on... Yeah, 5 on the active, yeah. There we go, we see that. Alright. Another Ono was be pretty good here. Cannot Super Rod back for the Manaphy. So, Lost Box player is probably going down to 1 prize card next turn. Has a Kirlia. Needs to get out of the Candy Guard EX as well. They are not... Actually, I realized they're not playing the Mewtwo V Union that we saw in like a different build of this. Yeah, they're not playing the Mewtwo V Union that we've seen in other builds. They do have the Candy Guardy, though. Protect the Ralts. This doesn't leave them in like that ridiculously good of a spot still, though. There we go. They can go into Cresselia here, though, which I think is actually what they're going to do. Yeah. They don't have... The Collapse Stadium would be pretty good here as well, to be honest. They got the Cresselia. Going to Collapse Stadium would be pretty good, though, as well. The Daichi on the left? I don't know. There's a Collapse. Okay, so they get to get rid of the Mew, which removes a liability. I'm not sure it does enough, though, here. They also can KO the Sableye this turn. They can KO the Sableye this turn. They do have another Collapse Stadium in the deck that could make a difference as well. Was that actually a research being played there? Okay, so no Oh No. That kind of sucks. An Oh No would have been good. I don't know how many they play. They played 1 already. I assume it would be a pretty high count. And actually, it looks like they just like searched up Oh No. The top of the discard or like checked for it. So maybe they had Palpad. So 2/2/2. And then here comes the Sableye attack. Or the attack to KO the Sableye from the Cresselia. Looking rough though. The Greninja's online, ready to go. The extra energy on the other Gardevoir is interesting. Oh, no, you didn't need it. You didn't need the damage. Yeah, I guess you just want to like set up as many viable attackers as possible. Okay, so Greninja's not KOing, is only KOing one thing now. It is KOing one thing still. There's a Super Rod. Oh, they didn't. That is something though. They didn't. Maybe they should have left the Lost City in play. Being able to recover that Sableye there is like a pretty big deal, I think. Okay, I'm not sure how much I like that, to be honest. Yep, there he is. There's the Sableye. Echoing Horn is pretty good as well. The Recycler could be okay. I don't think we're like ever playing towards get rid of the Horn. Yeah, get rid of the Horn and the Luxray, I think. Ooh, an S-Ball. You could get double Sableye on the bench here. Oh no, there's a Collapse Stadium in play. You can't get double. Getting the 1. Oh, can't play it. Oh. Okay, well, we're chilling, I guess. Mirage Gate's happening. See, that's interesting. So like that's like a curious thing, like in Japan versus actually they kind of messed up their Super Rod there. They might not be able to retreat their Comfey now. That's actually maybe a massive throw. No, they have a switch card. They probably should have shuffled a different energy back into the deck besides a Psychic, so they could actually use Gate to put an energy on the Comfey. They wouldn't have to hard retreat the Comfey. They could leave it on the Comfey as a pivot for later. But yeah, like not in Japan. That would have been like 2 prize penalty every time, right? Not saying it should be in Japan, because I actually don't really think that's that, like, as long as you're gonna go back in your deck there, then like I don't like it's not that big of like I don't think it needs to be a 2 prize penalty there. But like they played nest ball, looked at the bottom of their deck, and then I don't know, like I'm curious as to what the conversation was after that. But they did go back in with Mirage Gate, so they hadn't just searched their deck though. I don't think. Before, what did they do before the Mirage Gate? Was it just like nest ball and then go from there? I think it was. Looking for the claw off the prize cards almost definitely, but ended up with a Manaphy, which is not great. Greninja for 2. Definitely need an Ono here from... Alright. Palpad. I had no idea if they were covered there. I assume one of them was an Ono. Doesn't have one in hand yet. Level ball. But they definitely want one. I don't know what they have left. Maybe they... Oh, they already have one in hand. Alright, they're already cooking. Never mind. We already got one in hand. We're chilling. To the bottom. Draw off the top. Ooh, that's actually like pretty interesting with Palpad, actually. You like guaranteed draw into the cards you put back into the deck. Okay, spread some damage. And then knock out Sableye again. Maybe they should have actually put Sableye in play. I kind of like forgot about that. Or yeah, kind of forgot about that. Like, what if putting the Sableye back in play maybe was a mistake, or putting it in play immediately was maybe a mistake. Maybe you should just like have like taken it and let it go back to the deck with the Ono. That might have been better, to be honest. That could have been better. Yeah, dude, this is why I don't think... This is why Lost Box, I feel like, falls off. Like, this kind of board state, like, getting freaking Ono to 4, and then to 3, and then to 2, and then to... Like, this is tough for Lost Box to deal with. Like, oh my gosh. All right, never mind. They just drew the nuts. What the heck? I hate that. But they have a 0-card hand. Like, this is, like, fine. They have a 0-card hand. Literally have a 0-card hand. Rest of the damage to the active. They got the Clara off the prize cards. They are a Sableye away from winning. That is the thing. They are a Sableye away from winning. Do you attack with the Cresselia here, or do you retreat the Cresselia? You still need 4 prize cards here as the Guardy player, I guess. So you're not like, you haven't won yet. But you can constantly Ono your opponent potentially to 1. Benchization, knockout. It's a reversal under the prize card shouldn't change much. There's a Clara. So I think you can start with Comfey here. I don't know what that card is. I want to know what that card is. Yeah, if the Guardy had just like left the Lost City in play, maybe Guardy with Lost City is the move moving forward. No, but then Lost City your stuff. That doesn't sound very cool. That's a Mirage Gate, but I don't think no, there is gonna be an all right, that's game. Yeah, okay. They do end up getting the dub here. It was looking a little bit scary at first. Yeah, it was looking a little bit scary, but I mean there was quite a few dead cards in the deck, to be honest. There's quite a few dead cards in the deck. Yeah, and they're not going to... That was... Yeah, but like the potential for the Guardian on the comeback is like super high. They also play double Cresselia. I mean, it's probably for the Lost Box matchup. Yeah, the potential for the comeback in that matchup is like just completely changed now, though. They probably didn't get the Ono as much as they wanted to either. But how is this a round 3 round? Wasn't the last round we just looked at round 4? How is this one round 3? Am I tripping? What is this round? This is round 5. Round 3 of Group B. Oh, they have groups? Oh, I see. There's a B there. And now there's an A. Oh, do they split the tournament into like 2 pods? Dude, that's what they should do at like our I-Season regionals. All right, we'll watch this round 3 then. This is like a relevant round then, I guess. Yeah, this is like a relevant to watch on. Not irrelevant to watch. This is relevant to watch. I can't tell what that card is. What is that card they just put on their bench? It just searched for another one. Oh, yo, it's the Flamingo. Was it Flamigo? Why? It's the Flamigo. Yo, let's see if this deck is any good at all. So this is effectively like lost. This is the new Mad Party, Night March, Lost Box. They only got one Flamigo with the Flamigo. Do they prize 2 Flamigo? Dude, that sucks. It seems like no pause at NAIC, and I hate that. Dude, they just have to... Tournament software just has to learn how to software better. Like, please. Oh, you can play the Luminous Energy in there, so you can play Charizard. Yo, I'm in, bro. I'm all in, man. I'm so excited for this. Let's go. I'm hyped for this right now. Ralts. Oh, I guess we play Gardevoir here. That makes sense. You need some kind of draw engine. What about B-Barrel, though? What about my man Beebs? Luminous is based. Yeah, so you can Luminous, so you can play Radiant Charizard. Yo, I hope freaking Flamigo cooks this game, man. I'm so in. Are we gonna hit him with the Squawkabills, though? No Squawkabillin'? Squawkabill is kind of sus in this deck. Playing a 2-prizer in your 1-prizer deck is always sus. But if they play like a Collapse Stadium to remove it. So this looks like it's Arctina on the other side. They're probably like, dude, what the fuck is this? Squawkabilly? Right, there we go again. I thought they were actually going to take the B-Barrel. Well, actually, they might. It's possible. I assume they're going to like check their prize cards first. Oh, they got... So it's Arctina Vulpix. They have a Collapse Stadium in there as well, which could be used to remove liabilities off the bench. Yeah, I got you with the refund. Goes for the Tina V-Star. Ultra Ball. I guess that makes sense. Like, I was wondering, like, should they have even played the Captured Aroma? I guess that's, like, fine. Got the attachment. I don't know if we have the Arc V-Star in hand, though. I think we do, actually. I don't know what that... Dude, I can't tell with gold cards, man. It's some gold Pokemon. If that was the Arc V-Star, you could have held the hand, maybe. Another arc. Yeah, probably gonna set up a bunch of arcs, just a bunch of big squad, and then hope that you don't get freaking 1-hit KO'd. I don't know if the deck can 1-hit KO though, to be honest. That's interesting that they're not gonna bench this other arc in the hand. I feel like they should. Like, if they're gonna bench that arc, you should bench another arc as well. Because if like they play Escape Rope and then you force up an arc, then maybe you send up the arc that has the no energy, they hit it, and then you switch it out, and then you evolve the other 2 arcs. You'll push that Prime Sub there. Misspelled. Up to the Rat Pack. For all the boxes, we got plenty of Squawkabillies. I want to see what else is in this. I'm excited for this. What do you even call this deck? The Murkrow deck. What is that deck called? What do you call it? I'm excited for it, though. They were not excited about what they drew, though. They were not excited at all about what they drew. Do we at least get the... Oh, we're running? Wait, what? Did we just hit and run? That was our turn? Was a hit and run? No, bro. That can't be it, bro. That is so unfortunate. Okay. Here comes the arc. Night March 3 or 4.0. What are we at? Night March, Lost March, Mad Party. So this is number 4, right? We're number 4 of the... Was there anything predating Night March that kind of functioned like Night March? No, there wasn't, right? Not that I can remember. Actually, kind of Gyarados, but not really. Yeah, Gyarados, kind of. Beedrill-ish? Nah, not really. Well, unless you're talking about like a different Beedrill. Like Speedrill or a different Beedrill? Escape Rope. Sends up the Murkrow, that's fine. Got the Punch here. And there's the boss on Billy, bro! No! Yeah, are they even going to be able to 2-hit KO this Arceus here? I don't even know if they're going to be able to 2-hit KO this Arceus, to be honest. Vespiquen? Oh, true, Vespiquen, yeah. You said bees, I was thinking Beedrill, but you meant Vespiquen as the bees. Wasn't there another deck like... Oh yeah, there was Flareon. Those did not feel like Night March type, but I guess they were Night March. Nah, not really, because they weren't like a specific It was any Pokemon. But Night March was a specific Pokemon. Same thing with Lost March. I'm gonna go ahead and say nah. Flareon pre-Night March? It was about the same time if I remember correctly. Okay, so we're still not hitting very hard here, I don't think. Their list plays a ton of energy. They have so many energy. Holy smokes. Yeah, they have a ton of energy. They gotta be playing too many energy. There's no way. There's no way they don't play too many energy here. We've seen like 2 basic darks, double turbos, and a luminous. I would assume you play Radiant Charizard in here. So that makes me think that... Yeah, assume you play Radiant Charizard. If you play Radiant Charizard, you probably play Choice Belt. If you play Choice Belt, I mean, you have the luminous, like I said, to be able to use it. Heavy Ball. What do we got? It's a fail? Nope. Flamigo. I think there was double Flamigo prize as well, which isn't good as well. It's not a good thing. All right, actually, we're kind of smacking now, though. All right, here we go. I think we're doing at least 100 damage. I think we're swinging for... There's a Choice Belt in the deck. I saw that. Another Curlia. Okay, we're cooking now. We're at least... I think we're at least hitting for 100 here. The question is, will we be able to get a 2-hit KO on this Arceus? Oh, yeah, I see 5 at least. I see 5 at least. Okay, 6. 120. Slap. There we go. 120. That's almost a 2-hit KO. Once the... Actually, we're still a little ways from a 2-hit KO, because once the Murkrow goes down, the Flamigo will hit 20 harder, but also 20 less because of the double turbo. So we're still only doing 120 next turn, so we are 40 short. Still 40 short. We'll get there, though. I believe in the... What is the attack called? I don't know what the attack is called, to be honest. I don't know what it's called. But I believe. Thinking. I think you maybe always leave the Wings of Unity. Oh, actually, you have Boss in hand. You should just Boss the Curlia. Yeah, you should just Boss Curlia here, because they don't end up with +1 in the... I'm not sure about the attachment to the Bidoof, but I definitely like the Boss knockout. Yeah. So now they need... Well, to be honest, that's actually kind of equal, because there's a double turbo on the follow-up attacker, so it's actually... You're not really resetting them that much. They still only need 2 in the... 2 more in the Lost Zone, or 1 more in a Choice Belt, or Discard Pile. I'm sorry, not... Okay, there's a research. We're cooking. So we need Choice Belt and a discard, or double discard if there's enough left. Most of the lightning guys are gone, though. I do know what Flamigo does, yeah. It's not doing enough right now, though. I can tell you that much. Definitely not doing enough. We have some Murkrows left. They got it? We're starting with the Curlia. What? We're starting with Curlia? That seems crazy not to, like, go trying... I thought they had, like, an Ultra Ball in hand. Maybe they had, like, Nest Ball. Maybe it was a Nest Ball. Not looking good, though. They did have an... I'm pretty sure they did have an Ultra Ball. I don't think they drew that off the Curlia. I don't know what they have left. If they don't get the KO here, I'm pretty sure they're cooked. Can they win? No, it's 3 prize cards left. If they don't get a KO here, I'm pretty sure they lose. It's... No, it is possible, because the Arceus player might not be able to set up another attacker, actually. But if the Arceus player just sets up another attacker, I'm pretty sure it's cooked. They play... Ooh, okay. They play Superior Energy Retrieval just to be able to discard stuff. I mean, the Energy Recovery is like a thing as well, but that's like probably not the relevant part of playing it. The relevant part is probably being able to discard stuff. All right, we got there. Let's go. Knockout. That's huge. So now we got the Arceus... Oh, wait. B-Barrel being like an attacker in this match was actually relevant. The hand is not great here for the Arceus player either, actually. Actually, if they have the Charizard KO, I assume they play Charizard because of the Luminous Energy. I don't know what else the Luminous Energy would be for. But if they have the Charizard knockout, they actually just kind of win here. No, I mean, they don't just win, because they could still get Arceus Double Turbo, but, like, they're in a good spot. Refinement? We got it? The motions from the Wings of Unity player always make it look like they whiffed everything. And the way they, like, throw their hands up a little bit and like, kind of tilt their head. Dude, and they just have it. Bro, the way they play makes it seem like they always have whiffed. They're like, come on, man. And then they're just like, all right, Charizard, Luminous Energy. It's just like, bro, the fuck? All right. Oh no. Didn't bench any of the small squad, the other smaller V Pokemon. I guess that makes sense. Had the Arc Energy for a turn and didn't put it down. They did, didn't they? Yeah, they did have Arc plus Energy for a turn and did not put it down. Definitely a mistake. But they have the pass. Okay, but the Charizard is stuck in the active right now. Oh my gosh, bro. Wait. No, they're not trolling. Wait, no, they're not trolling. They're not trolling. The Kirlia has energy on it, but Kirlia has 2 retreat cost. Dude, what? Dude. Oh my gosh. I can't believe they actually won that game. The Arceus player did troll. They did have Arceus plus energy in play for a turn longer than they could have put it in play. So the Bidoof could have had 0 energy. And Arceus could have had an energy. And then another energy. And then if they had drawn energy this turn, or they could have had a 3rd energy on there right now, I think, though. Dude, that is so... I would be so tilted if I was the Arceus player. Because the Wings of Unity player was always like, come on, bro. He's like, what? And then he just like, at the end of the game, Charizard. It's like, what the fuck, bro? What the heck, dude? Yeah, we're already starting the Oh no is a lie. That was actually pretty hype. Unexpected comeback. The Wings of Unity dub. All right, we got some Lost Box action, I assume. And Grass Energy. Oh, so it is oh, Tina. Everyone's favorite deck. Lost Tina versus our Raikou, which is probably a Lost Zone deck, but could be... yeah, the Raikou could be a Lost Zone deck. It could also be a Path. There's a lot of Path in the Tina list, actually. It looks like it is a Lost Zone. Looks like maybe a couple mulligans happened as well. That was like a really big hand. Zapdos, they kind of got the whole squad in there, it looks like. Greninja, Battle VIP. Yeah, I think there was like at least a mulligan that happened. Double Comfies. One thing I have actually noticed as we've been watching this since my previous rant about the Japanese players shuffling is they're shuffling more. It's like they listened to me and went back and edited the footage. Another battle. Ooh, wait. Are they not going to battle VIP pass first? Interesting. Why didn't they battle VIP pass first? You want to cram... You definitely want Cram. The Manaphy, I don't even know if you want Manaphy here. They have like 1 card in their Lost Zone here. Manaphy kind of clogs. Yeah, I like the no Manaphy grab here and leaving the bench space open for like the option of a potential attacker. Because you might want, like, you could even attack with Sableye before you'd ever want Manaphy. Maybe I don't agree with this though. Because like if you're attacking with Cram over and over again and they're not doing anything, you're still winning. But then all of a sudden, like, they could pop off next turn in Greninja U. I also like going to KO the Comfy if they had a choice between KO and Comfy or hitting the Greninja. The path was also really, I don't know, the path was interesting from the other player. Oh, they had a vacuum in the hand the whole time, so it was probably fine. Because like Greninja's a big part of your draw engine on board. Because you don't really have anything on board. Okay, Nest Ball. Comfy and hope for a Chorus. I don't think they have one in hand. Comfy and Prey. Here we go. I don't think they're getting to... actually, with the vacuum, they could definitely get to 7 now. Because they're at 4. They'll be 4. Wait. That makes sense. Yeah, they'll be at 4. This will be kind of tough, probably. Depends what their hand is. But yeah, Chorus plus 1 more Comfy is 7, so... That's not it. You probably want to keep the Roxanne. Pathing your opponent here isn't doing a whole ton, so I would probably keep the Roxanne for a later game comeback situation. I think the Roxanne is going to be worth more later. We'll see what they show. They got rid of the Roxanne. Like, see... we'll see what else they have in their hand first, actually. But yeah, like, throwing out Path here. So throwing out Path here, this is like the immediate... It's like, oh, this sucks. My hand sucks. This board state sucks. But if I put out Path here, it hurts my opponent more than it probably hurts me, and I want to slow them down. But it's like, what are you really doing by putting Path in play here? They can't Greninja, but they're still Cram KO in your Comfy. And then on a future turn, and your only draw power in play is Greninja. So you're not really, like, progressing... you're potentially halting your opponent's progression of their turn, but not enough to the point that the Roxanne isn't going to win you more games in a later turn. So this is just a bad play. You should definitely keep the Roxanne and ditch the Path there. Like the player on the left here is just like, oh, Path, sure, okay, knock out your Comfy. But later on, 2 turns from now, they might care about getting Roxanne, but they don't care about getting Path now. So it's like, yeah, you definitely keep the Roxanne and ditch the Path, and then pray for some late game miracle. But yeah, you definitely play for some late game miracle. They have a Water Energy in hand. It feels like they're maybe deciding if they want to attach it to the Greninja or something. We'll see. Manaphy's coming down now. Yeah, attached to the Ninja. And I don't think they have a Color, so it's just a slap. See, like, like their hand is still really good. It's still built up. They didn't progress it as much as they would have liked. I'm sure they would have liked to have used Greninja instead of maybe attaching the energy. But now their hand is still going to stick. Like, their hand is still just going to be the same because you don't have Roxanne at all. So the little bit less that you're allowing them to build up their hand now is not equal to the destruction of their hand later that Roxanne would give you. So you need a little bit more. Need a little bit more. I mean, they're just getting cooked. That's, yeah, okay. They're getting absolutely cooked. Let's see if there's anything more besides just a cram slap, though. There might not be. They're going to go with the switch cards, so they're going to build up a little bit more with this Comfy here. I think they would probably like to use attack with Greninja this turn. What are they at right now? 4? They get to 5. Color 6, 7, and then, yeah. Doesn't really matter too much. Beach Court. Do they have an energy to even use with the Greninja? I don't think they do. Oh, we're going to keep going, though. I definitely want them to attack this turn. I hope they have a switch card in hand. Like, leaving Path in play and then just hitting with Cram is fine there. Because if your opponent's only draw engine in play is Greninja, leaving Path in play and just slapping with Greninja is fine. If they pass here, that's, I think, a pretty bad play, actually. This is like a pretty bad sequence here. If they're not going to actually attack this turn. An Escape Rope here would be pretty nice if they have that, though. Escape Rope. They have a Sky Seal Stone. They put it on the man. Yes, yeah, that's just bad. That's just bad. This is a bad sequence. Like, just to be honest, I think they should have just left Path in play and smacked. Maybe use the Clara that's in their hand if there's energy in the discard pile to grab. But this is just bad. This is like literally, you're like giving your opponent a way back into this game now. Like, you just didn't do anything for a turn, and you gave them Beach Court, and you bumped their Path so they can use Greninja. Okay, they didn't have too much to work with, but that was definitely a terrible sequence from the player on the left there. Like, just leave the Path in play and just punch. Like, you're just in such a good spot. You don't need to, like, overextend. You don't need to try and reach for a bigger play if you could, like, if you're not guaranteed it, and there's, like, a decent chance that you whiff it, because then if you whiff the bigger play, you're making an opportunity for your opponent. But if you just punch with Cram there, you're just still so far ahead that it doesn't matter what they do. So, definitely a misstep there. Comes the gate. They are at 7. They play Path as well. Dude, everyone's got Path in their Lost Zone decks now. What the heck? Why are we pathing? Who are we pathing? What are we pathing? Is Guardy? Is everyone that scared of Guardy that everyone has Path in their decks now? It's got to be Guardy, right? What else are we scared of? Maybe like some kind of late game shenanigans for Guardy. I can't imagine it being used against anything else. We could attack with Greninja this turn. Doesn't seem necessary. Cram KO Cram is fine. Using Greninja to, like, slap the Sableye and the Greninja on their bench, though, is also fine. I think it's probably what we're going to see here. You get the prize card, and you also set up damage for your Sableye on your next turn. So I don't hate that. Moving their Sableye from play is also pretty nice. They have a Force Seal Stone in hand. There's already a Vacuum burned on the Tina side, so I probably would put the Force Seal Stone in play. You are going down to 3 prize cards this turn, so in case they have second Roxanne, I don't hate putting the Force Seal Stone in play in case they have second Roxanne. Because, I don't know, I like 2 Roxanne and Tina. I don't know if it's like a thing in, like, Tina in general right now. I don't really pay attention to Tina, but if it is, then I'd play around second Roxanne here. I'd put the Force Seal Stone in play. They've already played a Vacuum. Wait, do they know it's Tina? Have they seen the Grass Energy? I think they have seen a Grass Energy, so they kind of know. Oh, they got their own path there. Yeah, so I would put the Force Seal Stone in play just in case of... And they put the 90... Oh, they didn't KO the Sableye. Interesting. I guess that, like, is probably fine. You're not scared of your opponent getting to 10, so you're just trying to maximize damage in play to abuse with Sableye next turn. That seems fine. You do get to, like... No, you don't, like, win the game next turn. If you... No, you can't even get... Yeah, you can't win the game next turn, but... Yep, slap for 110. I guess it's fine. I assume the Raihan got a Colress, but we'll see here. And they have the Force Seal Stone in hand as well, so they should have no problem getting to 10 this turn. They should be able to easily get to 10 this turn. They can't win, I believe. 4, 8... Yeah, they can't win. They're 10 damage short from winning, but I mean, they're so far ahead. Winning isn't, like, a concern, I don't think. They'll win eventually. They do have Roxanne. Maybe they do play Roxanne Path for the Guardian matchup, to be honest. If the I don't know, is the matchup potentially that bad? It could be, I guess. 2. If they get the switch card, they're chilling. If not, they can force Seal Stone for it though. Yep, there it is. Yeah, the reason I also liked the putting the Force Seal Stone in play last turn was just like the only like if you don't get off the Sableye play this turn, you're fine. Like you're not gonna lose. But the only way you're gonna get the comeback's gonna happen is if you do get Roxanne. Like Roxanne is the only out for your opponent here. So that's like the one thing you should play around here. Like you shouldn't play around, oh, but if they have vacuum, then I'm going to use my Force Seal Stone. Like who cares? You're going to win if you just play the game. So the only way you're not playing the game is if they had like Roxanne plus vacuum. But if they Roxanne you, the chance you draw your Force Seal Stone anyways is like so low, it doesn't matter. So they went KO Cram. I don't know how much they have left. They have 7 on the Sableye. So they have 8. They have 4 left. No, they have 5 left. I mean, I think you should definitely KO the Cram and the Greninja here, and then just put the rest on the Sableye. I think that's what they're going to go for here as well. They've only drawn 1 prize card, though. So, they left the Greninja around. Doesn't make like a ton of sense to me, because then if they just... I mean, it doesn't really matter too much. It seems like pretty far gone. But if the Tina player top decked a Stadium and then drew 2 cards and then drew into this and into that and like so on, then that could be like a comeback, so... I'd love to see the camera angle for the player's point of view become standard for all streams. Well, instead of player's point of view, you have like the floating cam where people do like a floating, where like the person walks around with the camera and shows like the hand angle. So we basically have that at, it's like the roaming hand cams. Yeah, we basically have that. Yeah, this one was pretty uneventful. This was not it. That's for sure. These players are 4-1 going into round 6. Oh, hold up. Whoa! What? Is that a Sandaconda? Dude, what are they playing, bro? They're 4-1 with Sandaconda? No shot. I don't believe it. Versus, looks like Lugia. There's no way Sandaconda beats Lugia, though. Dude, I'm ready. Another mulligan. Wait, what was that? What does that thing do? Okay. I have no idea what they started, but it's something. There's the baby Sandaconda. That's Basculin. What does Basculin's evolution do? What does Sandaconda do? What does? Let's take a look here. Who's going first? Lugia is going first. All right, let's see if this deck can actually hold up. Basculin, I know that's the only thing I do know. What is its evolution, though? Yeah, Basculin's got Call for Family for 0 energy. That's the only thing I know about the deck, though. I have no idea what Sandaconda or the... it's Basculegion, right? Isn't that the evolution? Basculegion? The substitute sleeves kind of go hard, though, to be honest. I see a Nest Ball. I see a Mezagoza. I see an Ultra Ball. Gift Active and Pass. All right, let's see. We're going to get some kind of pop-off here from the Basculin player. You're to turn 1. Do they play Battle VIP Pass? Are we cooking? How much are we cooking? I don't see a Battle VIP Pass, so there might not be a Battle VIP Pass. Or it's prized. Ninja. They have a Force Seal Stone in there. What V Pokemon they play? Pokegear, okay. 20 for each energy, and your discard pile and shove it back in. Oh, so you just kind of rotate between the Sandaconda and the back. And what does Sandaconda do? Ultra Ball in hand now. Okay, here we go. Call for Family. Probably gonna grab 2 baby Sandacondas, whatever they're called. So Sandaconda does what for one fighting energy? Discard top 5, 60 for each fighting, I think. Okay. Does 80? Does it do 80 or 60? This is a big difference. Top 6, 60. That's still pretty hard to 1 KO a Lugia, to be honest. I don't know. That's still pretty hard to 1 KO a Lugia, right? Top 6, 60. Yeah, we're not 1 KO in Lugias, I don't think. But I guess you go like hit with Sandaconda. and then hit back with the Basket Legion. Is Basket Legion's attack for free? So the deck is all about trying to rush your Pokemon out of your deck, and then just go back and forth between Basket Legion and Sandaconda, and attempt to take one-hit KOs with one or the other. Or if you're 2-hit KO, you can go like hit. You like hit with Sandaconda, whiff the 1-hit KO, follow up with Basket Legion, get the 2-hit KO, go back into Sandaconda, you have all the energy back in the deck, go for the 1-hit KO, and then go for the 1-hit KO again, and then go like Basket Legion at the end of the game. Okay, that's kind of cool. No Battle VIP pass is weird, but it was maybe prized. I don't know if we saw the... I already forgot if we saw the prize cards in this one. I'm trying to go back and look. I don't know. Maybe. Snorlax is loaded, but I feel like attacking with Lugia is probably the better way to go in this matchup, to be honest. I feel like, yeah, there's a bunch of Lugias. Maybe not, though. I mean, once you're ahead in the prize chart, if you just attack with one prize from there, you just kind of just win, so that might be the plan. Okay, Greninja to start with. No energies. Okay, only one energy. We can live with that. So we definitely want to go for a 1-hit KO here. We got double Sandacondas as well. And a Pokegear, so we can dig a little bit deeper. Could have played the Ultra Ball first there, and like... Could have played the Ultra Ball first and then out a Pokemon to increase our odds of seeing something off that. But there's an Iridescent, so it worked out. Who is that? What does that do? Is that boss? Chatnia Leak. What does that card do? They chose it over Irida. New boss? What are we bossing here? Oh, you can boss a Luminion, I guess. Yeah, boss Luminion. So just trying to prize race initially here. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need triple fighting. 1. No, what? That sucks. I mean, 60 damage to Luminion. Oh, that's rough. All right, it's not going well so far, but hopefully we recover on the next turn. Oh, them being 4-0, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little wild. That's a little crazy. Got the Jet Energy to the Lax. Yeet. And we're swinging. To be honest, I would swing here again with Lugia, though. I would attack with Lugia here, I'm pretty sure, because you want to attack with... this is like a pretty easy knockout on the Snorlax for the Sandaconda. I don't know. I feel like Lugia would be better here. Maybe it's not. Greninja. Ooh, we don't have an energy in hand to attack with, actually. Ooh, Clara, okay. Yo, Clara is also sick in here. Clara goes hard in here. Holy shit. I'm kind of down with this deck, to be honest. This deck, I'm down. This is kind of cool. Or Clara? Not sure about the Luminion in there, but everything else is kind of chill. Need to play like an energy retrieval though to like potentially shuffle them all back in aggressively. Like energy retrieval right here to shuffle all those back sounds pretty good to me. Well, I guess we're trying to KO a Snorlax, so maybe we wouldn't do that yet. That's so weird that they make them do that. I'm pretty sure the judge told them that the Clara put the cards in their hand, and then they like put them to their hand and then benched them. Okay, so we only need 2 here. It'd be criminal to not hit 2. There we go. Oh, only 2 though. Sheesh, it was close. Wait. Oh, they're just like doing the... It's weak to... Okay, actually, maybe they forgot it was weak to fighting, to be honest. I thought they were just trying to do like the proper thing where like they put the damage on first. Where'd they make them do that? The judges like made the players do that in like the... Was it the Thailand regional or something? I don't remember where it was. But like they made the players... Even if the thing was getting KO, they made them put the damage on the Pokemon and then remove the damage on... It's so bad. I mean, it's good for, like, spectators who don't know how to play the game, I guess. You can't even really make out the numbers on the damage counters anyways, though. So, like, I don't know how much it actually changes anything, but... All right, there's the Schlap. See, this is why you want to attack with Lugia last turn. I think it was actually a misplay to not attack with Lugia last turn. As far as you can misplay in this matchup, as long as, like, as far as misplaying in this matchup goes, I'm pretty sure they did. Okay, so they're not quite getting the 1-hit KO. So it's got to be a Sandaconda maneuver here. Maybe they get another boss here off the Pokegear? Ninja first. 2 energy. Hate to see it. Ultra Ball. 2 energy. Oh, wait. Is that it? Is that enough? Is that a 1-hit KO? Yeah, we could see it. What's the retreat cost on Sandaconda though? They gotta get the thing out of the active. Did they mess up? Oh, they have a switch. Okay. Pokegear. I assume they're attacking with Bastion Legion. Well, maybe not. Maybe they aren't actually. Yeah, they would have actually one hit KO'd. If they had actually attacked with Sandaconda there, I would have one hit KO'd. I thought attack with Bastion Legion was happening. But maybe we don't quite have enough yet still. Because you could switch into Greninja, attach, retreat to Greninja. I don't know if there's enough in the discard. Oh, I guess not enough. Okay. Oh, maybe there is enough. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh. That's disappointing. Dude, that was so disappointing. Well, now if they just have boss, they basically just win because they KO the Sandaconda and the game just ends. I was like, do we have enough? They're like playing like it's enough. Here we go. 10. So disappointing. Oh, heads. Luminion. Luminion for boss. Bring up your Sandaconda. Oh, maybe not. We got it here? Do we survive another day? Even then, though, the price trade is like already too far gone for the Sandaconda player, I think. The price trade is pretty much already cooked. But a boss here would put it over the edge. Yeah, if they just have 2 more attackers here behind this Lugia V-Star in the active, they could just bench Snorlax, load up Snorlax, load up Lugia, the game basically ends, yeah. Yeah. Man, come on. Conda Gamble. You had to send a Conda Gamble there for sure. What's the ruling on using Japanese Pokemon Center sleeves for Western events? Yeah, you can. You can use any official Pokemon sleeve or blank sleeve. That's it. You can use those 2 sleeves. That's it. No more. No less. Maybe something less, but no more. Attacking with Laxir is okay, I guess. Attacking with the other Lugia maybe would have been better, though, to be honest. Well, they shuffled a bunch of energy back in the deck. Probably you don't want to attack with the other Lugia. Yeah, this game is basically... There's no way to win the prize trade anymore. As long as that last Lugia can attack. If the last Lugia can attack, then the game is just over. This is getting like... For a second, it was kind of hype, and then the hype kind of died off, to be honest. But for a second there... It's pretty hype. It was pretty hype for like a second. Very cool deck, though. It's very cool. Obviously, you get literally probably just slaughtered by Lost Box, but don't play against Lost Box. You're chilling. Yeah, you're definitely getting bippity-bopped by the Lost Box because they're pretty much always drawing the first prize, and it's like pretty easy for them to chain prize cards against you, and can probably even set up 2 prize turns eventually. So, but you play against multi-prize decks for a little while. Who knows? Okay, we're slapping. This is definitely going to knock it out. Let's see if we get 6, though. That'd be cool. Nope. Goodbye, Legion. You're dead. Yeah, you're definitely dead. You would need, with resistance of -30, you would need to hit all 6 to KO a Lugia, right? Yeah, Lugia goes insane. Lugia, it's also just a bad matchup. You need to hit like a 2-prize matchup that's not this. Because Lugia has 310 effective HP against them, right? So you'd need to literally hit 6 fighting energy. That's miserable for the Sandaconda. Yeah, you literally have to hit 6. At the end of the game, it's possible for sure. Oversleeving is recommended and legal. No one recommends oversleeving. People do oversleeve to protect their, like, more expensive sleeves, but I don't think anyone recommends oversleeving. It is legal, though. It's recommended if you're trying to protect your sleeves. But in the terms of in the manner of efficiency and being able to shuffle, it is not recommended. However, trying to protect your sleeves, yes, technically it is better to do the oversleeves. And technically it is legal. Oh, all right. It doesn't matter, but that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. It doesn't matter, but that was we got the 1 hit KO at the end. That's all that matters. Yeah, I don't think the Sandaconda player is here looking to try and probably win with the Sandaconda deck, but getting that 1 hit KO on the Lugia is still pretty sick. Let's get it. Japanese Pokemon Center sleeves are superior to our Pokemon Center sleeves. Yeah, but they all still suck. Like, they're still all like in terms of like quality. They're still all pretty bad. They're all pretty trash. Like, they just don't shuffle very well. Compared to like a Dragon Shield. The best they ever have been is old pre-release sleeves. Like, really old pre-release sleeves used to be okay. They used to be pretty solid. But all pretty mid. I remember the first time I tried Japanese sleeves, I was like, oh, cool. Japanese sleeves are cool. I got my hands on some finally back in like 2013. I played like one game. I played one tournament with them, and I was like, bro, never again. These things are expensive. They suck to shuffle. I'm out of here. Yeah, overall, I would not recommend them at all. All right, we got some Guardy action versus Mew. So Mew still kicking in the new format. Guardy's going to be a tough matchup as always, I think, for it. Generally, it's a pretty tough matchup for him. We'll see how hard it is here. Frenzy for 2. They have a level ball in hand as well, and they open the Mew. So they kind of have this like a. They could have played the Fall Crystal before using Mew here, I think. Oh my gosh. It's insane. Another Battle VIP pass. Quad Ralts turn 1, bro. Every game. The squad is coming out. One more? One more? No? All right. We could get one more here if it's not prized. We do have the Fall Crystal in hand. I kind of like one more. One more. What? No more? Come on, just one more. All right, the Mew player is also kind of popping off here, but when the Guardy player has like this good of a start, Mew just like, it doesn't matter how good Mew draw. Mew like has like a cap of how well it can draw. Actually, Mew has like a pretty hard cap of how well it can draw, because Mew can basically do whatever they want almost every single turn where they draw pretty well. Like, oh, okay, it's Meloetta Mew actually. Now I bet they're wishing they had that fourth Ralts in play. Might have been prized though. Might have been prized. But yeah, Mew's kind of capped on like its draw potential, because like it kind of like it beat him to attack plus judge 1 KO your active every single turn plus put path in play. It's like not too hard for it to do. So it's like it's not like it's, I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but yeah, it's like it does it all anyways. Like it's always gonna do what it wants to do. Uh-oh. Oh no, we got it. There's the fusion energy in hand, and then we have the sparkle. Whoa, psychic leap. Maybe we're not talking about the Meloetta. That Mew is pretty easy to KO for a candied Guardy though. So I'm not a big fan of that. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of attacking with the Mew V here, because they can just go Candy Guardy and knock it out with the Guardy. I mean, if they get there, of course, but you pretty much have to play Mew with Fusion. Oh, that's true. You kind of have to, yeah, to get around Spiritomb. Does it even... Mew just can't be worth playing with if Spiritomb exists, right? There's just no way it's worth playing. I cannot see it being worth playing. Spiritomb has to be the nail in the coffin. Are they passing? Wait, don't they have Forest Seals? Am I trolling? They had it, right? There's Forest Sealstone right here. Oh, it seems like a pretty big deal to get this knockout, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. I think this is some trolling going on here. They attached to the Mew instead of attaching to the Meloetta. I like they attached to the Meloetta there, I think. Psychic Leap there isn't terrible. Maybe they prize all their fusion energy? There's definitely one in the hand, but... Actually, there's not. It's a tablet. Nah, they're trolling. 100% trolling. You gotta go for that turn 1 KO in this matchup. You're just gonna get cooked. Definitely getting cooked. Seems like not a lot of decks in the top 16 were playing the Gudra, but a lot still had Roxanne Path, and a lot had Drapion. Like the Tinas had Roxanne Path. There was Drapions. There was a couple of Mew in the top 16 though, right? There was some Mews. If I remember correctly. I might be remembering incorrectly. Yeah, there was 2 Mews. There was 2 Mews. Yeah, I mean, if people aren't going to play the Spiritomb, then obviously the Mews are going to get through, but... Level ball. Ralts. Ooh, the balloon. Are we swinging with balloon here? We might be swinging with the balloon. Energy can kind of get trapped on balloon in matchups like this, though, to be honest. So, like, attacking with balloon, I'm not, like, a huge fan of... Like, yeah, because what can happen with the balloon... We'll see what else they have here, but... Let's say you load up I don't know, 3 or 4 energy on the balloon. It has a retreat cost of 1 and caps at like 180 damage. So you can't like get the energy off it to then like go for a Zacian 1 hit KO. I mean, hitting for 180 every turn isn't bad, but like your opponent can like play around that and trap your energy on your Drifloon for like a turn or two. They probably should have used that level ball and got rid of the Cresselia there. I think it was probably a mistake. They should burn the level ball to get a Pokemon out of the deck first. If there's anything left, there might not be anything left, to be honest. No, I'm pretty sure there's at least a Curlia left. They could attack with Guardy EX here, so I assume they're attacking with the Drifloon because they got the Drifloon. That's what I'm assuming. Yeah. What's Drifloon's retreat cost? It's got to be 1, right? I guess if it is 2, you can move them off it there, though. Put the new cape on the balloon though and hit harder. Yeah, but the new cape sucks in the deck, so like I don't think you're gonna ever have it in the deck to do that. If he's got 2 retreat costs, this can't be like too punished. But like right here, the Mew player could go like Escape Rope or like Gust KO Curly. I honestly think this game is already over. This is like this is why like, yeah, this is like a bad matchup for you if you have a start like this. Starts like this is why this is like a bad matchup. Because Guardy literally does this every game. Probably should cram away the Escape Rope here. So they just Gen Section for 1. I would cram away Escape Rope there like every time, I think. Cram away something here. The Switch Card or the Escape Rope. We definitely need to get Path in play on this turn. If you even play Path anymore. I don't even know if they play Path, to be honest. But if you're not beating Guardy, you're losing. So they have to play Path. I'm not sure what they would even grab here, though. Maybe a Judge. Judge would be pretty good. Pretty good disruption. Mess up the hand a little bit. Least 1 cape or whatever it's called to make it more of a threat. I mean, you can also play, the other thing you can play is you can play Collapse Stadium. So you can Collapse Stadium away the Drifloon as well. Collapse Stadium works as well. I don't think you need to make your Drifloon a more bigger threat. I don't think it's like something you need. You already have things that are like Shiny Arcana Guardian becomes a bigger threat with Reversal Energy and or Super Odd Beam to shuffle energy back in the deck to hit off Shiny Arcana. Zacian's already a massive threat. You don't need your Drifloon to be a massive threat. I don't think you need that at all. Like, I've seen lists that just have the balloon no capes, or no, what is it? Yeah, cape of toughness or whatever it's called now. And I think it's just, like, fine, to be honest. I don't think you need I don't think you need it to be, like, a massive threat. All right, we got our path. We did Sparkle, though, so we didn't Judge. So the hand could just have the nuts and just, like, we'll go for another knockout here. There's not that many energy in the discard pile, actually, though. So maybe we don't get there. We also need a stadium replacement here, but we have double Curlia here to draw some cards. Curlia number 1. And the buddy catch. What are we going for? Worker? Yeah, that's a worker. I can't tell. Rainbow rare. 1, 2, 3. Discard the path. But they still need a lot here, to be honest. I don't even know what they would get the KO with. I guess Zacian, right? They get the KO with Zacian. Whoa. No, they're fine. I thought they used Gallade to... I thought they used Gallade to draw 2 cards, like it was a Curlia. Yeah, we're just Guardy slapping. I guess that's also fine. Just slapping with Guardy EX here isn't bad. It's not the 1-hit KO we want, but... Oh, it looks like Zacian's not even in the deck. So Zacian might be priced, so they might just not run it, to be honest. Charm of Courage. That sounds about right. Yeah, Charm of Courage. But if this Guardy gets 1-slapped, then that's tough, to be honest. If this Guardy gets taken out, that's tough. Because then you have like a Curly on the bench. You have very little draw power in play if that Curly has to become a Guardy. Oh, they have another Ralts now, though, so they have a little bit more to work with. They have the Guardian hand as well, but they could get Judge next turn. Judge and Slap. They do have double Tablet in the hand. They could also get like second Meloetta plus Sparkle, and that would actually take the KO with the Fusion attack. That would work as well. Hopefully they don't count the choice belt as Wait, what? Just one. Wait, what? Oh, they're trolling. Why didn't they play the second? I'm so confused. Wait. No. Why'd they only play one tablet? What's happening here? They also have a switch card they could have burned. They could have retreated to Genesect and then burned switch card. Are they going to Psychic Leap? Well, they have triple tablet now, so now they one-hit KO the active. But they need the tablets. Choice Well doesn't work. They're just going to punch. Wait, we had the knockout, didn't we? There's 2 more tablets in the hand. It makes sense to hit it and not knock it out. I guess they're bench locked. Does that ever make sense? I feel like that doesn't ever make any sense. Counted Belt? No, but Belt doesn't KO it either. Because they're only at 2. Wait, why do they have 280 on them? Wait, oh, they don't have the -20 from Genesect. I was trolling. They definitely counted Belt. I was counting it as -20 to begin with. I was like, they have -20 here from Double Turbo, but they don't actually have a Double Turbo on this Mew. I was counting the -20 from Belt, so I was confused initially. But they were also confused because they thought Belt did +30. So I'm not the only one who was confused. So they would actually, if they had taken the first prize knockout with a Meloetta attack, they would be on pace here to win the game. If they hadn't messed up, actually. If they had gone Meloetta turn 1 knockout and then 1-hit KO this Guardy, plus another 1-hit KO, they'd have 2 prize cards left. And then if another, well, they're not gonna, the Guardy, the next card that comes into play isn't gonna be able to get 1-hit KO'd though. So I guess they wouldn't really be on pace. Actually, I take it back. Yeah, I was super confused because I thought they had a Double Turbo here. So I was like, either they just don't plan to KO this, or they're like even more confused than I'm confused. But I was confused, which makes their confusion seem less confusing, to be honest. But they were still confused because they thought Choice Well worked. But all right, but they got the boss here with the Buddy Catch. There's like another thing. You have to assume this Mew's getting KO'd on this next turn. But yeah, they thought they had the KO, so it's like okay then. Because they thought they had the KO, it's like not terrible, but this is still pretty bad, the situation. Because they're just like a Gusto effect away from KO and a 2 from a Genesect. So this is where like Roxanne Path has to come to play or something. But their hand is so clogged up because they haven't been like maximizing their draws at all. They've definitely been like throwing a little bit with that, to be honest, by not maximizing their draws. Like they didn't burn the switch cart like 3 turns ago now. They could have burned the switch cart like a billion turns ago. They could have maybe burned the escape rope as well. They could have, if they had actually played the tablets last turn, they would have drawn more cards as well. So who knows if they'll be able to find the Roxanne this turn, if they even play the Roxanne. That'd be like the other questions. I don't even know if they play Roxanne. Let alone Spiritomb next format. I mean, isn't it possible, Goblin, that Mew is just that good? Even despite Drapion. The Guardian matchup the Guardian matchup itself isn't a reason to not play Mew, I don't think. Like that matchup's not terrible. I think it's just unfavorable. But it's probably not unfavorable by like a whole ton, to be honest. It's definitely tough. But yeah, if people are still playing Mew and it's still doing well, like 2 of them were in top 16 of the tournament. So despite Drapion and Path to the Peak and Roxanne and Iono and Judge, well, all those comboed with Path and Spiritomb and Mighty Anna. I mean, if you're winning still, there's the dub. This one was pretty uneventful. The Guardian player drew opened super well, and the Mew player did not sequence very well at all. So this is pretty uneventful. Hate to see it. Wait until Mew plays Spiritomb to counter Drapion. Dude, that'll be the day. Best one format though. Are you like saying that's like that's like one of the like helps Mew? It's still Prisoner's Dilemma where every player hopes the other person plays the Drapion and Tomb so they don't have to. That's true. It is still a little bit like that where it's like you're still hoping. You are hoping that everyone else is like playing the Drapion. You don't really want to play Drapion or Spiritomb yourself, but Spiritomb, a one of Spiritomb seems so good. A one of Spiritomb seems so good that like that seems better than Drapion ever was, to be honest. Yeah, one of Spiritomb seems like that's it. Like that's like the final. That's it. That should be the end, but but maybe it's not. Like we see people just kind of switching back to Fusion Mew, but you're kind of forced to switch to Fusion Mew because people are playing Spiritomb. It's not as specific as Drapion. Oh yeah, it's not as specific, but like I think it hits Mew harder. Yo, appreciate the 18 months there, Yoshi. I think it hits. I think Spiritomb hits Mew harder than Drapion did actually. I think it's like worse for it. Seems tough. Seems tough. Yeah, you definitely have to go back to like Fusion Mew for sure. Dude, Mew sucks. There's just no way. I mean, it's like a good thing that Mew sucks. It's not even a bad thing. I'm glad Mew sucks. You got cool for a little bit. Like the double turbo Mew was like cool for a little bit, but it died off pretty fast. I mean, it died off like going into this rotation, which I'm down with. I don't think Mew's that good right now, and I think it just probably just gets worse when the next set drops, which is cool. I'm down for that. I'm down here. I'm down for the death of Mew, to be honest. YouTube is a lot less of a burden to having your deck in non-Mew matchups than Drapion is. Yeah, definitely. Do you enjoy VOD reviews and discussion in the chat, or playing online better? I like a mix of it. That's why I like doing it, both of it, because it's like it's just nice to do something different, but still be talking Pokemon or whatever. Yeah, I probably want to do it constantly, but I think like VOD reviewing, like I think I could probably like plan to just VOD review most, if not all, major tournaments. Watching them live is much more enjoyable as well. So like tomorrow, there's supposed to be a stream for the Bogata special event, so I plan on like watching that tomorrow. I won't be streaming until like 11 or till like 1:30 tomorrow, but like watching it live is that much better as well. Like doing like when we did like the live League Cup reaction and stuff like that, like all that stuff's super cool. So yeah, Bogata's supposed to have a stream. That's what someone replied to my tweet saying that, but I'm sure for how much Iono is gonna cost. No, I mean it won't cost that much if you're just getting the base. What's it called? What time is the stream? No clue. No clue. I don't know what time zone Bogata is in, but probably around 9 a.m., 10 a.m. Bogata time. The cup stream. Yeah, so like if I like doing like stuff like watching tournaments live is definitely more enjoyable than the VODs, but I still like going back and watching VODs. Just like doing something different for sure feels nice. I'm definitely down to like watch more League Cups, League Challenges streams as they happen. Like just like watch them, like watch party them on weekends where there's like not major tournaments. And then when there is major tournaments, watching the major tournaments. But yeah, I definitely enjoy it. I definitely plan on to keep doing it because I just need it's nice to switch it up. It'd be like more draining to just like only play PTCG live. That's also why I want to bring back like the dude streams and stuff. Like just doing something still around Pokemon, but kind of switching it up a little bit is just enjoyable for sure. The thing that sucks about live turn is you can't skip to the next game. Yeah, but like the reactions of seeing it live is always like just so much more entertaining overall. There'll be some Iono promo eventually, probably. Iono. All right, let's get into this next one then. We got Lost Box versus Basculin. Ooh, we got Goodra. Okay, Goodra with the Sableye versus, they call it Basculin? Baxcalibur. Yeah, Chien-Pao Baxcalibur. I have to assume the Caliber is probably going to be favored. That'd be my assumption, is that the Caliber is going to probably be favored, but we'll see. Quick prize check. Love to see it. Oh, they have Palkia in their build. Okay, they got Palkia. I assume they have Chien-Pao. See what they grab here off the rip. I assume like you want to probably push Chien-Pao up to the active turn 1 like every time. So Irida probably it's almost always going to be that plus a Battle VIP pass, right? Oh, yeah, you can't do that. That Battle VIP pass. Okay. All good. Battle VIP pass comes out. They are going for the Palkia. Is there a Chien-Pao in there? There has to be, right? Just playing Palkia by itself makes no sense. Palkia Baxcalibur is literally just Dumb. This is bad. Okay, there is Palkia and GMP. I was like, because like Palkia already sets itself up. Why do you need Baxcalibur? That would just be so bad. Attach a treat. There we go. Throw in the water energy at his opponent. Useful strategy. I'm curious how many energy they are playing, but yeah, now we're getting into the Ninja for 2. Oh, there was a Chi and Pao in the hand as well. Maybe you should have gotten 2 of the... What is Baxcalibur's basic called? Small caliber? Or for the second Chi and Pao. Yeah, I feel like this is going to be a demolishing. I'm not going to lie. I think Baxcalibur is just going to run over them. I think you should get 2 baby calibers set up, though. Frigibax? Yeah, I think you want... I mean, you don't need it this turn. Like, you don't need 2 baby backs this turn, but you do want it eventually anyways. And, like, if you potentially draw into, like, 2 candies plus... Yeah. Oh, see? They're going after him. They know. But their hand sucks. Dude. When see, these kind of games come up so often when watching the Japanese streams. Dude, best of 1 is, like, compared to best of 3 is miserable. At, like, a major event. I still like best of 1. If I was ever going to go to a League Cup or League Challenge again, I would pray it would be best of 1. I would hate to go to a League Cup or Challenge ever again and have it be best out of 3. That would suck. Unless it was like a 1K, 5K, whatever. Then it's like reasonable. But like this is miserable to watch sometimes too. It's so much a worse of a stream experience as well when one player just draws poorly. But with the amount of times see, it sucks too because the amount of times I've made comebacks. I had one regional where like 4 rounds in a row I lost round 1 and then I won 2-0 game 2 and 3. Yeah, I had one regional where I lost game 1 like I don't know a lot of times in a row and then I won game 2 and 3. Like that would suck to show up and just go like 0-4 and like be like, dude, I just dead drew 4 games in a row and that's it. Dude, what best of 1 is miserable, man. I hope they never bring best of 1 back. Like watching this, like we've had multiple games today where we've watched the stream and it's just like it sucks to watch, it sucks to play. Yeah, best of 1 is miserable, man. I'm not saying there's not flaws with best 2 out of 3, but best of 1 is so miserable. Like watching this like kind of reinforces like my opinion on best of 1 versus best 2 out of 3. The stream so far because we had like 2 or 3 games today that have just been absolute just blowouts on one side. Yeah, best of 1 is just miserable. It's just miserable. That's all I got. What's the retreat cost on baby backs? That's on the best of 2 discussion. Best of 2 is just super unfulfilling and like unrewarding. I don't know what you want to call it. It's just like it sucks to like win a game and then your opponent win a game. It's like, all right. And watching it on stream would be miserable. Like not miserable. Watching best of 2 on stream wouldn't be miserable, but it's just super unfulfilling to like watch someone play a best of 2. Oh, best of 1, best of 2. I'm sorry. Best of 2 is super unfulfilling. And watching it is very unfulfilling as well. Because like you just see each player win a game and you're like, I want to see a winner, bro. I want to see someone win. I want to see someone beat the other player. It's like a competition. Like that's why I mentioned this yesterday. That's why I stopped watching European League of Legends. Because one season, like 4 or 5 seasons ago, they switched from best of 1 format to best of 2 format. And it was like when the players went 1-1, it was just like not entertaining at all. Like, it's like, okay, sure. No one wins. Like best of 2 is also just like, as a spectator, it'd probably be worse than a competitor. As a competitor, I probably wouldn't hate best of 2 that much. But as a spectator, it's just, I wouldn't ever watch a best of 2 anything. It's just like not entertaining at all. I'd probably still like, if this was best of 2, I'd probably watch it. But like, it wouldn't be something I'd ever just turn on by myself and just watch a best of 2 anything. That's just like, not, there's no winner. Like, that's like, why am I watching this? When there can be a potential for a no winner that easily. Just like, oh, you go first. Okay, I go first. I won. Oh, you won. Okay, all right, good game. Luck your next round. Yeah. I think best of 3 just is kind of optimal, to be honest. From like a full package perspective of playing plus viewer experience. Not saying there aren't flaws with it or couldn't it be improved in the current way that it's happens in the Pokemon TCG, like more time, more +5. They could get rid of +3 and give you 10 more minutes. I think that would be fine. I think that's a pretty good fix for best 2 out of 3 right now. An improvement would be remove the +3 and give everyone +10 minutes. So do +10 minutes. You appreciate the 68 months there, gamer. Next month is the month. It's the month. Control non-existent in Japan. It's so hard to play Control in best of 125 minutes. You basically just can't. Yeah, I think a good first step would be to remove the +3 and add 10 minutes. Because +3 at the end of the tournament, +3 usually adds 10 minutes anyways, at least. Like, so I would remove +3, 60 minutes. 60 minutes, that's it. Equal turns. The equal turns thing is hard to do in best 2 out of 3 though to lock, because like it's not truly equal turns, because you don't, like, based on how game 1 and game 2 went, it's possible the equalizing of the turns could be yeah, the equal turn thing is weird, to be honest. The equal turn thing is weird in general, because sometimes you want to go second in a matchup. You know what I'm saying? Versus going first. The equal turns thing is weird. I don't know if there should be equal turns, but I could get down with best of 3, 60 minutes for sure. I like the +3 and wins who has less prize cards. They could bring back that as well. Like, whoever has less prize cards could be the victor of game 3. They could bring that back as well. I wouldn't hate that. Play my cup in a list tomorrow. You should add the 4th escape rope, gamer. You should make the changes I made. I forget the changes I made, but it's in one of my. It's on my YouTube video. Whatever those changes were, you should do that. Or it was like 4th, keep second vacuum, which is like cut boss for 4th escape rope. I think it's like the only. This is what I would do, and then keep double vac. But yeah, 4th escape rope over the boss, I think, is the only thing I'd change. Keep the horn, probably. The horn could maybe be cut as well, though, because like it's not that good, but it's kind of good against everything. So yeah, the horn's kind of good against everything, so it's probably worth keeping. Especially if you expect arc stuff, it's good to have the horn if you expect arc stuff. All right, let's watch this slaughter real fast. Yeah. Moral of the rant: best of 1 is miserable. Best of 3 is way better. Best of 2 would be like fine for competition, but seems kind of unenjoyable to watch. They used to do +1 turn best of 1. Not completely sure on that though. No, I don't think there was ever +1 turn best of 1. I mean, that's what they do in Japan. Effectively, it's kind of like +1 best of 1, but they've never done that in the US. Not as long as I can remember. Yeah, they're gotta get smashed. Dude, he's just. Does he have the ball? It's Serena. No, dude, they're gonna pop the goo. Oh, boss versus Serena there. I guess that's probably fine. Slap. Yeah, this is like why best of 1 kind of sucks, to be honest. Like, sure, they're at a big disadvantage to be like going to game 2 and game 3. They'd be at a big disadvantage anyways, moving forward. But like, still. Yeah, but still, like, even if it was a best out of 3, like, moving forward, they're still at a big disadvantage. But they actually get to like maybe play a game. I don't know. Play 1 game, go to game 3, and then yeah, play game 3 hopefully. But it's still a disadvantage. But like, yeah, I don't know. Best of 1's miserable, man. That shit sucks. It sucks, man. All right, what do we got here? Stream B, round 5. 2 people, 2 players, 3 and 1. Arc, probably Arctina. Arctina seems to be the Arc deck. I haven't seen anything else besides Arctina so far. It's probably just Arctina versus Comfy, so it could literally be anything on the other side, to be honest. What build of Lost Zone deck are they rocking? Can I link the channel? We have it. There's a command in the chat, but I don't remember what it is. If V6 is here, V6 knows. There's some kind of command. Maybe Gamer knows what it is. Oh, shoot. Corviknight? Let's go. All right, I'm locked in. I like what we're seeing here. Corviknight, VMAX. Another one. Corviknight Arceus. Okay, that's interesting. Can Corviknight like get KO'd by anything? You could try like tournament VOD or something mid. I think that's maybe what he named it. It exists. You can also just like find it by going on YouTube. It exists on there as well. There's the bird, the evolution of the bird has free retreat. Dude, are they just dead drawing, bro? Dude. This is so... Dude, I'm just like done after this one, man. I'm kind of like tired anyways, and I'm tired of watching people dead draw, bro. Best of one sucks, man. They're gonna go Arc, Starbirth, Escape Rope, Double Turbo, Slap, and then that's it. They lose. Well, they might not have the KO on the Comfy. Every game, bro. I cannot imagine playing in Japan, bro. Playing in Japan sounds awful. That sounds awful. Best of one? Gosh. If they have the KO on the Comfy here, like, this is like every game. And like I said, like, I've like made many a comeback by losing game 1 and then winning game 2 and winning game 3. Like, it's like happens all the time. It happens literally all the time. Brick game 1, all right, cool. Game 2, bodied. Game 3, bodied. All right, I won. Like, this is like, just like, I've never really thought about it that much until like the whole discussion that's kind of been going down on Twitter recently. But like, best out of 3 is so much more skill expression than best out of 3. It's just like insane how much more there is. And the rope, let's go! Imagine paying to travel for best of 1. I know. Well, except in the League Cup. League Cups, I prefer to be best of 1. But major events, no shot. But hey, it seems like the majority of people do prefer best of 3 League Cups. I'm not like against best of 3 League Cups. I'm just like, I don't prefer them. You know, but it's not the end of the world if most of them are. Like, it sounds like most people prefer best 2 out of 3 League Cups. So if most of them are best 2 out of 3, that's chill. I mean, I'm not going to League Cups anyways, but you know, do what the people want for sure. If the majority of people want best 2 out of 3 League Cups and you're like a store owner and you want to run it, or TO or whatever, you want to run a best 2 out of 3, the best 2 out of 3 League Cups, then you should run best 2 out of 3 League Cups. But I prefer the best of 1. I hope they brick off this top deck. I hope it's a terrible top deck. Oh, we're back in it, baby. The chorus. Do you think having a longer round would help the argument for best of 3? Well, yeah, obviously, yeah. Yeah, longer round would, definitely. I can sort of see how it's fun that there was a lot of tournaments. Makes everything feel more random, but it's super lame to watch and it probably gets old real fast. Yeah, I think I get what you're saying there. I actually don't know, to be honest, but yeah, I think I'm picking up what you're putting now. And I say yes. All right, this is still winnable for the Lost Box player, to be honest. I mean, I don't know what they're playing. I don't know if Lost Box can beat Corviknight VMAX. That seems pretty tough to beat, to be honest. It's like any Lost Box build. Beating Corviknight VMAX got a lot of HP. Yeah. Oh my. And Schlapp. I played a Battle VIP Pass deck in a best of 1. Now that's like pure. That's misery right there. Do you think it would be a feasible solution considering the idea? I mean, there's always going to be. I wasn't talking about your question either, Chew. I was talking about someone else's question where I was like, I don't know exactly what you mean. Well, yeah, it would help the argument for best of 3. I meant, like, would it be a feasible solution considering the idea is to slow the format down? I mean, having comebacks and slowing the format down aren't exactly the same thing. Well, I guess they kind of are a little bit. It depends how many actions you're taking a turn. Decks like Mew and Lost Box have like a billion actions a turn. But if you're playing like an Arceus deck and you have like 4 Judge and Ionos in there, you're doing more hand disrupting and trying to make comebacks based on that. But your games probably take about the same amount of time, even if things aren't 1 KOing you, because you're not doing like 10 actions a turn. You're just like, okay, attach, attack, attach, attack, repeat, you know? What's a Bronzong for? Bronzong. It's probably playing the Bronzong that moves the energy around, I assume. Is that the one? I appreciate the 43 months there, Heisenberg. Okay, do we have another attack? Okay, Chorus, we're cooking. Keep going. Wait, is that a Metal Energy in the discard pile? Are they playing the Goo? Yeah, the Goo might be able to keep up with. They might actually the Goo might be able to compete against the Corviknight, actually. That's possible. If they have a Goo. That looks like a Metal Energy in the Lost Zone and in the discard pile, so. Yo, appreciate the 64 months there, Chip. What you just... Yeah, you're 5 months away. Literally, Gamer said the exact same thing a little bit earlier. But 1 month away. That's crazy long time. And did they not prize anything with Heavy Ball? Let's go, Zamazenta, baby. That's literally what Gamer said just recently. That's literally what Gamer said. Gamer was like, 1 month. 2 crams, bro? That's it. They've completed the, that's the, wait, why'd they attach the water to that instead of to the Zam? I guess they want to be able to retreat it into something. That's the Exodia of the Pokemon TCG is 2 crams. That looked like a research. I wonder if they have any healing in here as well. Let's see if one is longer than his. Yeah, sure. What is that? This one moves. Actually, I don't know what this Bronzong does, to be honest. I think it moves energy around. It's not the heat proof one, right? That one has to have rotated. Second energy to. Oh no, interesting. They didn't really. They have 0 comfies in play. I don't know why we're Ono-ing our opponent here. Wait, they Ultra Ball? I thought they researched. Dude, I don't. Why would you Ono there? Your opponent literally has zero comfies in play. They're punching with crams. Their hand had to be pretty big for them to actually want to do that. Dude, that annoys me too, Chip. I've kind of gotten over it at this point. I'm just kind of used to it, but I'm not gonna lie. Their whole layout, in general, is like pretty crowded. The whole stream layout is like there's a lot of things going on. It's pretty crowded. It maybe looks super crowded though, because I don't understand the language. If I could like read Japanese, it would maybe look less crowded. Or if everything that was in Japanese was in English, I'd actually maybe be able to. It would look less crowded. Maybe it only looks crowded because it's in Japanese and not English. That could be actually why. But then you look at like the TPCI streams and like those are like super clean. So I don't know. Well, they got a grenade. Yeah, I don't know why they Ono'd there. That didn't make any sense. They had literally nothing set up. I mean, not like they're cooking anything after this Ono. I don't think they're like cooking up a dub after this Ono or anything, but yeah, that Ono made no sense. I don't think. They literally had 2 crams and a Zam. They did kind of give them a little bit of juice here. They got the Comfy and the Greninja. I mean, they can't use the Greninja because of the path, but they do have it. Are we even slapping? Dude, we didn't even attack, bro. Let's go. Wait, what does the bird's attack say? You can't attack again next turn, right? You do 240, can't attack next turn? Oh. Okay, I was wondering what the heck was going on. Ah, the rope. I feel like you gotta send Cram here. I don't think if you attack with Cram again, I don't think you're ever doing enough damage to win the game. Okay, yeah. So like you have to put together some bigger attack. I don't think enough bigger attacks exist to win them the game. To be honest, like I think the Corviknight's gonna slap, and then oh, there's a judge. Corviknight's gonna slap, and then the game's basically gonna be over from there. Yeah, the white corners on the cards do tilt me as well, Chip. But I've gotten over it because I've seen it so often now. I'm just like, all right, you know what? They don't want to go into freaking Photoshop and quickly cut off the corners of their images. That's fine. The Exodia tweet, it was pretty funny, yeah. I think a good meme by So this is the heat proof. Wait, did someone confirm in chat what Bronzong this is? What is this one? Is this the transfer one or the heat proof one? Okay, is there a win condition? Slap with Zam. It moves energy. Okay, cool. Slap with Zam for 220. And then the Corviknight player would have to. Then this person would also have to be playing Kyogre. After they've lost on 2 recyclers, they'd have to be playing Kyogre. Slap this bird with Zam, and then next turn go escape rope, and the Corviknight player would have to evolve the Corviknight to a Corviknight VMAX, send up not one of the Corviknight VMAXs when the escape rope happens, and then oh now they can't even do that. No, they can do now they can't. It doesn't matter. Even the Roxanne's not going to change anything. This attack twice and the game's over. What meta is this? Apparently the Bronzong's still living. Did they give it like another reprint or something? Heat Proof was like Forbidden Light. That wasn't Forbidden Light. Heat Proof was like... Heat Proof was played in one of the Players' Cups finals. They made a new Heat Proof? Is it still a Bronzong? Well, we got the Doe Dog Pokemon. Right, we got Doe Dog Pokemon. That also is a effective Heat Proof. Effectively Heat Proof. Yeah, I need a break after all this best of wanting to be on. Wait, no, never mind. I thought Zamazenta had 250 HP. That would be insane. A basic Pokemon worth 1 prize card that has 250 HP. Wait, no, never mind. It still only has 160. What if they attach a third double turbo and then don't KO the Zamazenta? That's the win. That's nope. They attach Luminous Energy. Never mind. Dude, I'm just tired, man. Wait. Okay, no, they still knock it out. Damn it. I thought there was hope. Oh, game's over. Yeah, I don't even think there's not an out. No, wait. They could have Kyogre even after loss owning 2 recyclers, Echoing Horn plus Escape Rope. So they go, yeah, they actually have an out here. If they play, I don't even know if they play Kyogre, but if they play Kyogre, they can go Ogre. Well, they can go Escape Rope or Bench Ogre, set it up, Rope, Echoing Horn, Recycler, attach, Gate, knockout. Arceus and the Horned Pokemon. I don't think that's what they're going to do, though. Oh, wait, they have the Kyogre. No memes, I think I saw the Kyogre in there, but I don't think they have enough energy left. I don't think they have enough energy, so I don't think we're going to see it. The Kyogre's in the deck, though. I did see it. So Kyogre does go kind of crazy with the return of Super Rod, but I don't know if Lost Box decks can keep up with Ono. Alright, we're committing the energy to the Zam. The game's over. Man, this is just another dead draw fest. This one kind of sucked. I was like pretty much out of range the whole time. They also have like 15 cards in deck. Bro, if they start digging, you never know what's possible. Anything's possible. But let them cook. I mean, maybe it'd have to be like a it would maybe have to be like a YOLO Ogre where you like hope to hit 5. Maybe have to be that kind of Ogre. Heat Proof and wait, we just Heat Proof and Metal Transfer. So Heat Proof and Metal Transfer survive another rotation then. Because we use E. We lose E next, right? Have you ever tried to YOLO Ogre as a win con? Yeah, I did it against the most recent one I can. The one that I remember most vividly in my mind of YOLO Ogre was against Riley. Like, it was game 2. I opened like really slow, and like on turn 3, like Riley only had 1 attacker set up. I had done like nothing the whole game, and I was like, okay, I just like went for an Ogre play. And if I KO'd both Archeops that turn, then I think I would have won. Because I mean I did it, and then I only hit 2 energy though. Yeah, I did it, and then I was like, well, if I KO both Archeops here, then I just KO this Raikou next turn with Cram, and then I don't know, maybe they can't set up another attacker after that. It was like possible. They would have got Charizard eventually, maybe at some point, but yeah, I didn't hit the thing. That's the only one I can remember. I'm pretty sure I've done YOLO Ogre more than once though. Yeah, the Horn Kyogre would have been insane. All right, chat. I'm gonna head off. I'm kind of tired. I don't know why I'm tired. I'll be back tomorrow though. We'll watch maybe. Yeah, I just don't want to do. I'm just like I'm tired. Best of one is frustrating me. Everything, chat. Everything. I'll be back tomorrow though. Streaming again tomorrow. My goal is to be live tomorrow. I said this today, but I didn't end up doing this today. My goal is to be live tomorrow at can I do 1:30? I'm gonna try for 1:30. 1:30 seems reasonable. 1:30 Pacific time. I mean, I can't do like any earlier than that, but I could possibly do that time. That's the goal. Yeah, 1:30 Pacific. That's the goal. Let's go ahead and raid 1:30. Can I do that? I can do 1:30. That should be fine. We'll raid Lorelei before I head off here then. Have a good one, chat. Catch y'all tomorrow. Not tomorrow? Yeah, catch y'all tomorrow. And no, that's it. That's all I gotta say. We'll probably do a little bit more VOD. We'll check out a little bit more of Champions League, see if there's anything cool else out there besides just best of one dead drawing. Hopefully there's a little bit more in these the day 1 and day 2 besides best of one dead drawing. We're just go to like day 2 and like watch the top cut side of things. I don't know. But yeah, the dead draws have been. Wait, do they play best of 3 top cutters or just best of 1 still? Please best of 3. All right, chat. Have a good one. See you tomorrow. Peace.